Welcome back to the Flip Thought Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth, host Bird, Benny Bowden, want the word, want the flow. And we coming at you live, man, at 9:31. My bad that I've been out, man. Like I said, I'm in the process of moving, so I'm gonna be on from time to time and off from time to time, you feel me? But hey, man, anybody that's not subbed to the content, if y'all watching the content, sub up, man. Become part of the Flip Thoughts Nation, man. Hit that notification bell. Go over there to Flip Thoughts Reloaded and go sub over there to the second channel, man. We got more content coming. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers on there so we go live for y'all over there. But man, breaking news, breaking news. Supposedly Celina Powell went on a podcast saying Offset went the other way, man. Like he with the LGBTQ as well as he going broke from gambling. So this is a crazy new rumor. You know Celina Powell, man. She's the famous celeb Doter, man, famous celeb 304, famous the industry thought, you could say. Feel me? So we gonna get right into this, but like I said before we do, make sure you hit that hype button, hit that like button, sub, share, hit that notification bell so I know y'all still there so I can throw it to you in the air. Go over there to Flip Thoughts Reloaded, man, and go sub over there. Like I said, we trying to get to 50 subscribers over there at the new channel so we can really do this content for y'all, man. Go live over there, you know. I have been kicked out the algorithm lately, so I'm just getting it back up going, man. Like I said, any type of support, man, greatly appreciated. Like, share, comment, join the community. You know, follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep it coming with the content, but we gonna slide over here to No Jumper Clips. Almighty Ricky Lush reacting to this right here with Offset and Celina Powell, man. I think it's about 6 clips. I'm about to go, feel me, go handle some business, man. But I'm gonna be around, you feel me? So for sure, without a doubt, after the videos are done, I'm gonna commentate, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let y'all enjoy this content real quick. But hey, like I said, man, anybody that got their music and wants it to be heard, hit me up on King Truth on IG, KVNGTRUTH number 6IX8. That's the IG. Follow me over there. If you're trying to get your music heard, I do music reviews, interviews, man. Let me know. Promo. I do the editing as well. You want a dope thumbnail uh, for one of your videos? Let me know. You want some cover art for your mixtape, your album? Let me know, man. I get down with the editing, so let me know about that too. I got that. Y'all see the thumbnails, man. I'm gonna keep trying to go harder on thumbnails for sure too. But like I said, man, y'all go over there to Flip Thoughts Reloading, go sub over there. That's the new channel I just made 3 days ago. Trying to get to 50 subscribers on there so I can go live for y'all over there, man. But yeah, man, hit me up on IG. Any type of content that you want to see. Um, Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, Rumble, TikTok. Yeah, man, we gonna get right into this. But like I said, before we do, make sure you hit that like button, hit that hype button, hit that notification bell. Go over there to Flip Thoughts Reloading, go sub over there so we get to 50 subscribers so we go live for y'all over there. I love y'all. We gonna get into the content.
Here, I don't know if this Fire.
and was begging for her money at 4 a.m. I thought that this was a crazy turn of events.
Let's go.
Because we talked about this last time that I was here, and I thought that Offset was just, you know, trying to slide up in some old poon that he used to have, but apparently he was literally getting it out the.
That's right.
Let's take a look.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Sad.
The way this sounds, it sounds like Offset's cool. I know that per like Plato's caption, it's a very different like.
Yeah, he may have a gambling addiction, but I'm also happy that he was getting his chip. You know what I'm saying? And he just couldn't hit anymore. So she was like, "I'm gonna expose you to the world," and he was like, "Fuck it. If I die, I die."
One day, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a call.
I was sleeping through this crucial time when I should have been up to
she needed to be up. I make the worst decisions when she's asleep. So it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. Damn, Instagram calling me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? And I thought he was just like horny. So I was like, okay. But like, I can't you. I'm on my flow. So it's like, what are we talking about? He was like, yo, I need a favor. This is a test.
Wait, let's not skip over that. He told her to he still needed that. He still needed that.
Yeah.
Is that a white girl or black girl?
Was like, I did a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I mean, like I have I sent him the video, like all that money that I have in my safe.
You're a rich bitch.
And he immediately called me. He called me back and then he was like, bring all of it.
I like him.
And then like hundreds.
At the time, not now, currently.
No.
Why? Continue. Keep going.
Because now, so then he was like, yeah, bring all of it. So I actually did. But in my mind, I was like, I can't give him the 20s. Like, let me just give him the hundreds. He was like counting out in the car. I went to the casino, by the way. I'm not going to do every single detail and have this.
She's working on her 40-minute straight drag.
Yeah. Because it gets worse, y'all. So then I get to the casino or whatever. He gets in the car. And then he's like, like we talk or whatever. He gives me a kiss.
All right.
Well, the gist of the story is basically Offset is knee deep in gambling addiction, and he basically needed some money at the casino, $15K at the time. He also hit her for another, like, I think 5 bands, 10 bands. All of that. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't need that shit. Offset cool. He ain't need it. He just wants to use her money.
Well, listen,
bring it all.
Listen, this is
that part. Bring it all.
Bring
bitch.
it all.
This is about the third time someone said is Offset has lost money while gambling and borrowed money from him.
That mean he like. I don't gamble. Maybe that just mean he like gambling. It's no way that Seth broke. I don't think Seth broke. I think Seth wanted to spend that bitch money.
I don't know if Offset is broke. He has alleged that the label isn't doing it right and they're holding up funds that belong to him. And I do think that is the bigger story here, is that he may be suffering from gambling addiction, which a lot of people in America are. But it's also just hilarious because it's like we're all sitting here like, bro, why are you with Celina Powell? This already ruined your life once. It can't be that good. Had me thinking, hey, it might be that good. You know what I'm saying? Had me thinking it might be that good. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta
be fire.
But she also revealed in this interview that he is looking for Stephon Diggs, and he went as far to say that he is going to shoot him in the knee if he catches Buddy. You feel me?
AKA, I'm gonna ruin your career.
When he sees Stephon,
but here's the thing.
That's from this funky
rip him and rob him.
She played it audio.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad. So I think she on some man strip, shot in the knee, all types. See, I wasn't on his
shot in the knee.
How we know who we talking about?
It was him. It was off.
No, I said, how do we know who he's talking about? He didn't say a nigga name.
I fuck with you, boy. I fuck with you. That's a good detective work right there.
Not only
say nobody name.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not only that. Did you hear the tone of the conversation? He clearly sounded like he was playing around.
He ain't say nobody name.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
He wasn't speaking like with with animosity in his tone. He was more just like, hey.
Yeah, but people don't play about threats, bro. Like, you can't be like, oh, he was laughing when he threatened me. Like, a man not gonna play about a threat whether you laughing or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Sus is right. I think that's a valid point. We don't know if he's talking about Stephon Diggs, and she might just be throwing flames on the fire because of everything that's in the media about
I got you, Seth.
Cardi and Stephon Diggs.
Good lawyer work over here.
That was some good lawyer work. I'm not gonna lie.
If he does have a gambling addiction, and there has been multiple incidents regarding him and gambling that we've seen over the years, I don't need to highlight them. You know what I mean? I think people could read between the lines and figure it out.
Yeah, a lot of
there's been a lot of, I'll say this, as someone that's had
that bitch on some
1,000. As someone that's had substance abuse issues for the majority of my life, I would not trade that for a gambling addiction in any capacity. Like in the stories that I've heard.
You're saying you want to feel it. You're not around like the money going.
No, that is way worse.
Yes, that's
way
what
worse.
I'm saying. It's way worse.
6-0. It's way worse.
6-0.
It's way worse. 6-0.
Yeah, okay, got you.
In my opinion,
got you.
Like
you're saying gambling addiction is way worse. Okay, got you.
The stories that I've heard, and like from people that are close to me that are very successful and have made millions of dollars in their life, and the amount, like what they've done at casinos and the levels of depravity it brings you to, like, I'm not saying that Set did that. I think the whole thing is funny, and I'm on team Offset in this scenario regardless. But if he does have a gambling addiction, that's not outside of the realm of feasibility.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this story resonated with me over the weekend just because, I do my sports betting pod and shit, and we're like, yo,
so you're fostering addiction.
Yeah, we're like, we got to do a read about gambling addiction, especially during the playoffs, because this is when a lot of people like chase their losses. I've been there personally. You feel me? Like 300, 400 in a weekend, chasing my losses, especially during the playoffs. It's fewer games and stuff. You want to make your money back, so I definitely understand. You got to get that monkey up off your back. I'm happy I don't have a gambling addiction, but I will say I think there is more to this between him and Stephon Diggs, because Stephon Diggs was actually on IG popping it. He posted finesse 2 times when he was dissing Offset, and he was like, man, what's the nigga's name, man? The nigga he played football, man. He got braids, man. You feel me? So I feel like that's Stephon within the bounds of the NFL saying like, yeah, I heard that you was talking, you feel me? It got back to me, and we'll see about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Entertaining, I guess, to some. Celina Powell. I might need a sample.
Bro, Stephon Diggs and Offset beefing.
I might need a sample at this point.
Stephon and this beefing is like 2 in the Spider-Man costume doing this. Them niggas look
pretty
just
much,
like
dude.
Them look like them niggas look related,
That's the
bro.
Craziest.
Them niggas look related.
That's
bro.
the craziest. I was like,
she got a type, huh?
She definitely got a type.
Because like I feel like you're not really tripping if your girl leave you and the dude is like similar to you in some kind of way. Like looks like it's like, oh, she really still just want me, but I'm a dog ass and I ain't gonna stop being a dog ass. So you go be happy. But I'm thinking that Charleston White interview is running laps in Offset's head. Like, no, I'm not getting the athletic dick. This nigga got stamina. Oh no, when I see this, I'm gonna get up on him. That shit is crazy.
Nah, I think it'll piss me off even more if they go get a doppelganger. That's gonna piss me off.
I feel like that's less of an offense.
Nah, and he famous too. It's not just some random who look like you. This is a nigga who got money, who look like you, who everybody know. He's
that
in the NFL.
Money is crazy.
He's in the NFL. Bro.
He got like 30 guaranteed on this contract.
He's in the NFL, bro. He really got.
So it's one of 2 things.
But
you feel me?
That'll
piss me off.
I feel like that's like I still like want to be with you.
Nah, that's just her. No, she just has a type.
Okay.
She likes that architect. It don't got nothing to do with you.
So what's worse, that or like if you're Kim Kardashian and you know what I'm saying you're with Kanye and then you're Pete Davidson.
That to me is worse.
Like
that to me is way worse. You feel me? They over here saying this over here swinging. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Kanye.
Well, I guess
Kanye was on an interview saying, y'all talking about my a white man with a big dick. What type of shit? That was tweaking.
This fool's the lamest fool. Like, you think he's lame as fuck, but he's fucking with you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's
like,
way
worse.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because it's like, how the me and you the same.
Exactly. Versus somebody who kind of like has
Look
their
at
swag.
you.
Like, okay, I get it. Like,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I get it. Like, okay, she just trying to replace me. She trying to make another me. But guess what? You can't do. You feel me? That's where my head goes. Versus, oh, you switched up the whole program to somebody like.
Nah, but that's how you know
like,
that shit be fake. When the pop up with something that don't look nothing like it, like it's just the complete opposite. You're like, oh, you just doing shit right now. You just doing shit that because you got a type and we know you got a type, so you just doing shit right now.
100%.
Type shit, you feel me? So that's why you shouldn't even be mad at that type of shit.
So guys, Cardi B has finally spoken on this situation where Celina Powell was on the podcast and she exited Cardi B. So if you guys don't remember, Celina Powell was on his podcast and she was basically talking about how Offset owes her $15,000. He lost it all, I guess, gambling. She also talked about how he wants to pum Stephon Diggs in the knees, rob him. She talked about how Offset cannot talk to his kids because Cardi B has a restraining order against him.
Want the baby to be worse? He was like, yeah, because culture don't really fuck with the baby. He was like, yeah, like she just be side-eyeing the baby or whatever, and the nanny be telling me all this. Like, mind you, this is breaking news now. Cardi has a restraining order on Offset. So he gets not allowed to talk to the babies at all. He's been FaceTiming Culture through his other daughter this whole time and talking to Culture or whatever. And I guess Culture's been saying like she hasn't even met Stephon. So that's probably why like she thinks like how the fuck is this baby? And I don't talk to my dad. Like, how did you just have a baby, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like knowing that that's not her brother. And then he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stephon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
So I
wanna beat
think
him
she
up?
on some man, beat, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot in the knee.
At this point, I guess it's safe to say that Offset has a gambling addiction because that's how all of this started. He borrowed $15,000 from Celina Powell. He didn't pay her back, and I guess she decided to expose him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually was saying that he would rob Stephon Diggs. Anyways, Cardi B did hop on Twitter Spaces, and she talked about this whole situation. She said everybody was waiting for her to crash out, but she's not going to crash out because she is happy that this information came out because her main concern is her and her kids' safety. Now, Cardi B did bring this up on Twitter Spaces before when she said that Offset was harassing her, texting her, calling her. She did bring this up and she said that nobody was really taking it serious. So she decided to file a restraining order. But you guys go ahead and take a listen to what Cardi B had to say.
Make it 30 minutes. Hi guys, I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I just want to address one little thing, right? So, a lot of people have been trying to push this narrative and been waiting for some type of response to certain things that somebody have exposed and stuff like that. And it's like, actually, no, it's the total opposite. I'm actually thankful for certain information because I've been expressing to people behind the scenes that somebody is using different people as a mouthpiece to spread misinformation about me, about my relationship, and in a lot of different, in various different platforms, and a lot of people. And not only that, I've been getting harassed for a very long time. And when I express concerns, I think because I'm such a tough girl and I'm such a tough woman, like I'm very tough. When I express concerns, it's like, oh, here you go. But it's a lot of crazy, weird things that has been happening behind the scenes. that is just like, sometimes like I even have like nightmares, because when somebody is this obsessed with you and want to ruin you, and you don't know what they want from you, or like if they see you like not caring about them, not bothering them, and they still bothering you, it freaks you out. Like, it's like, oh my God, this is kind of weird. So for some of y'all to be like, oh, why you not crashing out? This is bigger than crashing out. This is my life. These are my children. This is my safety. And it's not funny. I just don't sit here and talk about it. For what? Why? The last time I expressed that I was afraid, everybody just thought that I was being dramatic. And now it's like, oh, it's a fatal attraction. I be trying to tell y'all. So for y'all to be thinking that I'm going to crash out because I crashed out on other people that have been harassing me for years and got some slick shit to say, we're not going to compare oranges to apples, okay? And another thing, let's talk about my tour. Things are turning out beautifully. And I know what certain motherfuckers, and I want my fans to not ever get discouraged, because this is what motherfuckers do. They try to plant a seed hoping that it grow to discourage people to not like my music, not want to buy things for my tour. But everything is coming out great. And I don't know how many times y'all gonna be tired of having egg in y'all fucking face. Because I'm very anointed, I'm very protected, I'm very loved by God. And he's gonna show y'all all the time. So yeah, thank you guys. I love you, and bye-bye. On the road.
We ain't even halfway through the first month of the year, and here go Offset and some stuff again. Remember when Celina Powell posted that video of him and her in bed, and I told y'all that I thought that her and the other model who was making allegations against Offset were in cahoots? She posted this of her and Celina Powell right after Celina Powell posted the video of her in bed with Offset. So now I'm feeling like it's very much given that they were in cahoots. And now him and Celina Powell are into it. And guess who Celina Powell mentions? The same woman I was telling y'all about, saying that he was so comfortable getting that woman jumped in front of her. She's also posting the same things that the woman was posted, saying that if something happened to her, it was because of Offset, because allegedly Offset owes her $15,000 that he borrowed for gambling, and threatened to get all her accounts taken if she kept bothering him about the money. And the other woman who alleged that she kept getting jumped because of Offset also said that if anything happened to her, it was Offset. Celina Powell also posted this clip as video proof that he was threatening her in case anything happened.
What?
Okay.
That shit sweet. I'm thinking sweet. Shit ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something every time? Why did?
Now, obviously, we're missing the rest of the context to the conversation, but at this point, just go be with them kids, okay? Just let's hang this up, whatever you got going on. Let's just pack it up.
All of y'all that's out here, all of y'all out here that have done something with Celina Powell, go to your doctor in a few years, because you may be entitled to compensation. It is extremely out of hand. I done told y'all 100 times. What's the saying over here on I Do It Myself? Prostitution as a gang must end. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But now, she done caught one of my favorite rappers. Before we get into it, you know what you gotta do. Hit them subs, likes, run up that hype. Offset, man. I'm gonna start off by saying I really, really love Offset as a rapper. I don't know him personally. I met him a few times. We got mutual respect for one another, but I'm really disappointed in him. The reason why I love Offset as a rapper is because as a rapper, keep in mind, I don't know this nigga at all. As a rapper, his skills, his energy, he's provided something in hip hop along with the Migos that we will talk about forever. Culture, first album, classic. Not even disputing that, not trying to argue with nobody about their personal preferences when it comes to music. I ain't gonna lie, you've been doubting it. You've been doubting it for a minute, but I've been trying to put y'all on. Freecash.com is fully legit. You could check everything at this point, everything. You could go in there, play a couple of games, win a couple dollars. Again, play a couple games, win a couple dollars. All you gotta do is scan the QR code that you see on the screen, and it's as simple as just logging on, making a profile, playing on your phone for a few minutes, few hours. You know, y'all be on your phones anyway, just lollygagging, doing whatever. But freecash.com is a way to make some extra bread, put an extra couple dollars in your pocket. Try it. But as time is going on, we've seen all of these artists' lives unfold personally in front of us. Regardless of the Cardi B stuff, and you know, that's his wife, they going through a divorce, his children involved. I loved Offset's first album, his solo album, because he did the photo shoot with his kids, father of 4, I think it was at the time. And it seemed as if he was coming from a real man's, real dad approach, but he was on some like cool shit with it, you feel me? I mean, we all can relate if you got kids, if you're a man and you got kids. But Celina Powell, let me tell y'all something about Celina Powell, man. She thinks, or people ask her, why does everyone hate her?
Why do people hate you so much?
I really don't know. Actually, I'm on the Shade Room right now, and I was reading through the comments, like, yo, why does everybody not like me? Like, why is the top comment, like, why would you be with her? Like, why are y'all mad? First of all, I never got left. Let's say that. He never.
It's not that people hate you. The question is, why would they be with you? Because you look like Jack Nicholson's Joker. Straight up. Straight up. I keep telling y'all niggas, man, y'all gotta turn y'all horny down and turn y'all hustle up. Y'all keep falling for the same tricks while this woman parades around and talks. Listen, the stuff she be saying, she talks about eating men's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And she talks about that from multiple people, that she does this with multiple people. What in your right mind would say, I need that? Y'all niggas got to start questioning your own morality at the point where there's a woman who is constantly talking about all the nasty sexual things she's done with niggas you don't like, niggas you might be cool with, people that might be your friends or might be your enemy, and you say, nah, I need that. As I said before, I'm going to say it again. Prostitution as a gang must end. Yes, ma'am. Now, this situation with Offset is gotten really, really, really bad and really, really, really ugly. And for multiple reasons, right? On one hand, like I said, we talk about what's currently happening with the whole Cardi B, Stephon Diggs situation. That's a situation within itself that I ain't even going to speak on. But to add fuel to this fire, this woman talking about your kids, bro. She talking about your kids, my nigga. She talking about inside information she got on your kids. And you can't even deny it because of this. Now, we in a day and age where a lot of people could call something AI, call cap on shit, but it's certain things you just can't get around, man. It's certain things you just can't get around. And like I said, what's the worst part about this is that she has so much access to your personal life and she's exposing it. And the thing about it is this, again, let's keep it 100. I know the way, and we're going to talk about the way that Offset is possibly going to approach this. And she even says about how he's approaching it as well. But ultimately, bro, it just looks bad. It's really bad, man. It's bad. And let's say this. I'm gonna say this as a grown ass man. None of y'all niggas got to care about nothing I got to say. I just speak on things that affect me, that I feel like I should bring awareness to, because it's bad out here, man. Y'all keep her face look crazy. Like I don't know, yo. I don't know. I'm not that horny, nor do I ever want to be. But let's watch her on this podcast explain and break down certain things and situations, and we will talk about it all.
So it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. Damn, Instagram calling me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? And I thought he was just like horny. So I was like, okay. But like, I can't fuck you. I'm on my flow. So it's like, what are we talking about? He was like, yo, I need a favor. This is a test.
Let's not skip over that. He told her to he still needed that. He still needed that.
Yeah. Oh. So he was like, I did a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I mean, like I have I sent him the video, like all that money that I have in my safe.
You're rich.
And he immediately called me. He called me back and then he was like, bring all of it. I was like, I don't even know how much this is. He was like, bring all of it, because I have a shit ton of 20s and then like hundreds.
At the time, not now, currently.
No, yeah, no.
Because, continue, keep going.
Because now, so then he was like, yeah, bring all of it. So I actually did.
See, the thing about this is, hoes used to be like a secret society. Like, hoes used to be this thing that operated in silence, kind of like ninjas. You know what I'm saying? You ever watched American Ninja? Or you ever watched the movie, with ninjas in it, right? And the whole thing about ninjas is like they assassins, they silent assassins that do shit in private, and you don't really know about it. They come, they get the job done, and they go about their business. But now in today's world, the contracting that you give the ninjas to come kill, now they're getting more money for talking about the said operation. See, here's the thing. These type of women, because like I say all the time, these ain't the women that watch this channel, because y'all would never partake in this type of activity. But these type of women have absolutely no shame. Absolutely no shame. Now, we're not going to sit here and act like if you from the hood or something, you ain't grow up with hoes in your hood. Y'all know about that. Y'all know that. But see, the thing about the hoes is that they probably went through something and it drove them to a life, and then they had their redemption arc. There's no redemption arc for these type of women. It's none. They pride themselves on telling people's personal business. You see how excited the other chick said? Yeah, he needed that. What are we talking about? What is up with y'all? There is absolutely no shame. But let's continue to go through this.
I was like, I can't give him the 20s. Like, let me just give him the hundreds. He was like counting out in the car. I went to the casino, by the way. I'm not going to do every single detail and have this.
She's working on her 40-minute straight drag.
Yeah. Because it gets worse, y'all. So then I get to the casino or whatever. He gets in the car and then he's like we talk or whatever. He gives me a kiss. I was like,
You see how excited she was that he gave her a kiss? Now, I'm going to keep it 100, my nigga. You got to dip your lips in bleach, holy water. You feel me? You don't even need to drink a ginger shot. Pour the ginger shot on your face. Facts. Like, pour the ginger shot on your face. Ain't no telling. Bro. This is a woman that publicly says she eats multiple men's behinds. With no shame. With none. The ratio of men versus the potential STIs is almost infinite at this point. Now, I'm not saying that she has none. I didn't say that. So don't come for me in my channel in legal regard, because I didn't say that. I'm just saying this, right? If you playing ball and you go into the basket, if you can't shoot from outside and you go to the basket, you're gonna get fouled. If you say, yo, listen, I don't care what's happening, I'm gonna get fouled. It's the same thing with sex. I mean, you go to the basket enough times, somebody's gonna leave a hard foul on you. Listen, I'm just calling it for what I see it as, man. This shit is disgusting, and it gets worse.
I was like, oh, my man's calling me on Christmas. He's gonna say Merry Christmas. Hello, Daddy. You got PayPal?
On Christmas.
On Christmas. You got PayPal? I said, for what? He said, because I need money. I said,
crackhead.
Only
At
Zelle.
this point, you are a crackhead.
No, he asked me for Cash App. Cash App. It was Cash App. Okay, so Zelle me. I said, my limit is like so low. He said, it's okay. Just Zelle me.
Do what you can. $2, $3.
Send it.
25 cents.
I said, just wait. I'll be home tomorrow or whatever. Like, I just lied. And he was like, because he came.
Because at this point, I'm telling her.
He took a private jet to Miami.
Yeah.
To Miami, but it was a Hard Rock private jet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they give it to you when you're about to spend money. Mm-hmm. And then he posted like hella racks. So I was like, okay, like, I just got to keep it cool with him, and he's going to give me the money. And you told me, like...
That's why I kept telling her, I was like, we don't want to give him any reason to not get the money. So play everything cool. Don't go off, don't nothing. It's like, everything is cool.
Morning. Strolling through Instagram, just strolling. I see some random bitch post 4 Birkins, 2 watches, and a ring. It says, Offset gave his girlfriend all that. I said, huh? Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Now I'm mad. So now I screenshot it to him. Now you're cheating on me?
You're cheating on me.
No, not only is he cheating on me, but no, I was more mad. Like, you just cashed out on this. You can't give me back my money. Why do you keep stalling me now? And then not only that, you're asking me for more money. Yeah. Like, that's what was like really disrespectful to me. Like, you're asking me for more.
Yeah.
Like, now in my heart, I'm like, oh my God. He's like pimping me. Like, I felt like he's my pimp. Like, I paid you for sex type shit. Like, no. So now I feel tried or whatever. Now it's like the temperature turned up a little, so much that he was like, this is scaring me, Celina.
You're going back to your old ways.
He said, yeah, this is scaring me, Celina. Why are you mad at me? I never lied to you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, just give me my money and let's go our own ways. He said, you're not going to stand on that. I said, yes, I am.
Dr. Umar is probably somewhere watching this, throwing his donations against the goddamn wall. I promise you, Dr. Umar is so probably hot about this that he throwing the donations against the wall right now. See, the thing about this is where I feel. I feel like if Offset ever speaks about this, he's gonna be like, oh man, I was pimping shorty. You know what I mean? You know, I was pimping shorty, like, you know what I mean? She was giving me the bread and all that, and she could say whatever she want, man. I'm up or whatever. You know how rappers gonna spit it. It's rappers. They exaggerate everything. But my thing is this. That's not even the worst part of the situation currently for me. It's not. See, it says a lot. It says a lot about decision making. It says a whole lot about decision making because you can't be out here getting caught slipping, man. And I'm not even talking about in the cheating sense and none of that, because his relationship is long gone that he had with his wife. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about allowing a person like this, where regardless to what you got going, he's never gone public and said disparaging or disrespectful things regarding her, but she's saying things about his life and his family, his kids. You know what I mean? How his kids look at Stephon Diggs. It's just a bad situation. But I'm gonna tell y'all, this next clip that I'm about to play is literally the worst part of the whole equation. And that's her talking to him and him talking about what he would do if he runs into Stephon Diggs.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad. So I think she on some beach, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
shot in the knee.
Oh, man, bro. Oh, man. See, this is the thing. Did he say Stephon Diggs? No, he didn't. But where there's smoke, there's fire, my nigga. And just by her painting this picture, this nasty picture of you, you know what I mean, exposing you in multiple ways, showing you asleep, you know what I'm saying that you was asking her for money, saying like all of these different things. And in this part right here, it's the pillow talking part. Because get this, right? End of the day, Do I believe that he's gonna crash to that level? I can honestly say I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for the brother. With my relationship, we don't really have a relationship, but my dealings with him, it's always been nice, cordial. He's very respectful. He's very stern. He represents himself as a man. Now listen, it's tons of Offset. I've never had to deal with that. I've always respected him, always had love for the brother because my love of his craft, and then also how he was in person every time I ever met or spoke with him. But this woman got you on camera speaking about crime. Speaking about crime, and there's a larger issue. There's a larger issue at hand. If you're gonna do some shit, not even saying that it's cool, because let's keep it 100. End of the day, whether you choose to realize it or not, that man's sibling is your kid's siblings. Whether you want to realize it or not, y'all family. Yes, y'all are family. Y'all are related. Y'all kids is related, so y'all got to deal with one of another. Shit, the baby just been born, but shit, that in 10, 15 years from now, that may be your daughter's best friend as a sibling. You never know what the situation is going to be. My disappointment comes from the non-discipline. Not having discipline. Having so many experiences, having so many things y'all niggas been going through, because this is not specifically just an Offset issue. Celina Powell has ran through a lot of niggas. Trust. And she gets her bearings from men in hip hop. Let's just call it for what it is. She's not up there talking about whatever white boys she used to mess with, because that ain't the story. Don't nobody care about that. She up here talking about an artist that's part of one of the best, greatest hip hop groups of all time. Yes, I believe that the Migos are one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time. Peace to Quavo and rest in peace to Takeoff. But now this is a part of the story currently. This is a part of the story. I need y'all niggas. Listen, I know that a lot of the viewers of this channel are male. You know what I mean? And for the women that watch this channel, like I said, y'all ain't them. Y'all don't partake in these types of situations, nor do y'all carry yourselves like that. I pay attention to y'all. But for the brothers that watch my channel, because a lot of y'all got your own Celina Powells in y'all life. A lot of y'all is out here doubling down and doing dumb shit with a chick that you do not want to be with, you have no intentions for, nor is she worth anything other than a couple of minutes. Add up all the minutes, if they even equate the hours, with somebody that you don't even want to be with, and think about the harm that something like this does. This can cause a lifetime of harm for a couple of minutes, an hour of temptation and pleasure. Like, it ain't worth it. Y'all see, it's like y'all fall for the same shit. Like, if she was a nigga that was a rob, like, imagine Celina Powell being a street nigga that's out here robbing people. Like, she robbed you and help you look for the shit that she took. You know what I mean? And then you find out that she robbed you, and y'all say, nah, I need that again. And then somebody else pulls up on her and say, yeah, I'm gonna get her. She ain't gonna do me like that. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. Because what is her legacy she's building, or what is her thing? Now, listen, I'm pretty sure she has money. I'm pretty sure she has money. Selling coop is the oldest profession on the planet. Even though it's not, I'm still going to stand by prostitution as a gang must end. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to stand on that. But I need y'all young brothers, man, and even y'all older brothers, the brothers that's my age, to have some discernment, to have some like reserve, and don't fall for these pitfalls. Because like I said, man, there's a Celina everywhere. This is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually you will. Catch y'all later. Peace. If you want to be the best rapper, you got to have the best bars. Just like Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They gotten over $25 billion with more than 500,000 clients. And the results speak for themselves. A client in Pennsylvania got $29 million after being offered only $500,000. Another client in Florida got $20 million after being offered $0. Morgan and Morgan been fighting for the people for over 35 years. It's like hiring a legal army that's always going rob.
What?
Okay.
Sweet. Don't think ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something the first time? Why did?
And then he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stefan, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
so I
gonna beat
think
him
she
up?
on some man, beat, strip, shot in the knee, all types. See, I wasn't on his ass.
Crackhead.
Yeah. And that he said that Stefan went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her, like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days. That they're not even good, yeah.
What?
That he had only $13 million in his bank account. And
so where
he had, no. It gets worse. He said that he had $13 million in his bank account, but P from whatever label was like
ABCDFG or whatever.
Yeah, with his QP4C. I don't know. Whatever who QP is. He was like keeping him in the deal and like basically like robbing him for like a lot of his money.
Well, you knew that when he signed.
Yeah, so to get out of his deal, he was like, I tried his ego. I was like, if you got all this money and you so rich, what on me for? And so he was like, okay, bet, like give me 10 million. Give me 10 million and you're out of this deal. So he paid the 10 million. Then Cardi hit him with the divorce. And then
that he has to put her on child support for.
And and then he has $2 million owed in taxes and that the IRS has been like trying to get his to file for bankruptcy.
See, I'm not
so that's what that's basically what he's saying. Like, and that he's been trying to gamble to like get all this money back, but he keeps. So he told me, about the baby, about the thing that, and then he was like, yeah, and then I owe $2 million or whatever in taxes, and that's exactly. I was like, yeah, the little violin, yeah. Literally just like trying to gaslight me, bro.
Money, like all this, you had to pay this, and that. Where's mine? Call Cardi and get my money. Call Cardi and get my money right now.
I'm pretty sure he would have tried, but she's restraining order on him. Even he's.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Celina the Sperm Cleaner Powell has found another rapper, actor, entertainer, influencer, or somebody with a platform, athlete to expose and put on display once again. And you know, it's crazy. After that last situation, y'all might have seen me cover it with her and Lil Meech. I thought we wasn't going to see her for a while doing this because it'll be times you might see her around on the internet consecutively with different little topics. And I don't even speak on them all. But I figured, you know what? People got the message with her because this is all she's known for. This is all she does. This is her claim to fame. So I said, man, we shouldn't see this no more. But boy, was I wrong. As Offset had to kick down the door. And I had a link in the description where you could watch the clip at the beginning in full on her podcast with her co-host Milan, if I'm not mistaken, Two Girls from Mars. And I was like, I didn't even know that she had a podcast or nothing like that. That's crazy. I didn't ever see this or nothing, but it's all over the blogs now. And so I heard a lot of that conversation right there as it started the other day or whatever it started. I seen it come across the timeline where she was asleep in the bed, he was asleep in the bed with her, snoring, knocked out, and she did what she normally do. If she was a wrestler, this would be her finishing move to end the wrestling match. Let me get you to the room, get your sleep, record you, and go to the internet about it and things. Well, now it turned up because she's claiming Offset owes her $15K that he used for her to gamble, and she wants her money back, and that's her reason for exposing this now, pretty much is what she's getting at. And I'll tell you like this, we've heard the rumors of Offset gambling before. It's no secret. That's been in the game. That's been on the internet. Like, we've heard that. We know situations is shaky right now with him and Cardi B and Stephon. I don't know what's all true with that or the money. Everything is alleged, the deals with PQ or PC and all of this. But what's not alleged is him being on FaceTime with her and him being in that bed with her. So now that's where we get to the point where we educate. Let's inform the younger generation and the people that need that reassurance, who might know better than this. Offset is in his 30s. He already know. I think he's in his 30s. Offset already know he out of pocket. He dead wrong, and he can't change Celina. You do what you do. You already showed us who you are. We already know you don't have a heart. You don't have a soul. I don't want her to change. I don't care if she changed. The thing for me is when people show y'all who they is in life, it's on you to stay away from them. And allegedly, if you is that crazy and throw it off of your mind to sit down and confine and have personal conversations, money conversations with this broad right here, you really, really begged for it and really ain't as sharp as you think you are. If it went down like that, and somebody got to tell you that truth, because I don't think your friends or people around you really are telling you that truth if you that down bad with the game. Just keeping it all the way 100. Now, I'll say this for him, it's so crazy because when somebody show you who they is, bro, and I keep it real simple. Like, say you at a pier that goes into like the ocean or whatever, and you know that pier, at that part of the pier, people dive off of there and the sharks is down there, and everybody that dove off into that part of the pier, they got bit up and ate and just took down through there, and we didn't see them no more. If you go back to that part of that pier and say, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot just for fun, because they say it feels good to jump in the water right there, you beg for it, dog. It's not like she's hiding this. It's a difference if you got with a broad and she just sprung this up on you out of nowhere. You didn't know this was her ulterior motives, and it came sideways. She put on a different face. This is her only face. This is the only name. This is the only reason you know her. So you thought that you was special in this point in time, or you thought that you was above the program. And we see this time and time again. People think they're above the program and they get reminded and slammed that that's not how this game go. And it's crazy because as talented as Offset is, being a part of one of the biggest music groups, not just rap groups, but music groups overall, like the Migos, dog. To get to this point where, like, yeah, he's still doing good music, got bangers and still doing shows and all that. But to get to this point to where you got so much chaos going on and so much nonsense, so much low-hanging fruit in the blogs and in the media, it's like people ain't even taking your whole situation serious no more. You got the stuff going on with Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, this and this and that. But now you done put yourself in that type of conversation with her, of all broads, you got to be mad at yourself. To the younger generation, you got to know when somebody show you that they act like that. Meaning they move like a duck, they quack like a duck, they act like a duck, and you've seen them be that duck for 5 or 6 years. Don't think that you that guy that's now finna change that duck into something else. That's not how this game works. Just keeping it all the way 100. You gonna mess up out here. You gonna do wrong out here. That's a part of it. That's a part of life. But there should never be a time where somebody, when you are grown, show you this many times who they is and you still go out there and get bit. It should never happen like that. Just keeping it all the way 100. And it's 2 things in life that I could say that I would never do. And I'm going to put this up there with it. And it's a lot of things that I would never do, but I'm going to say these 2 for right now. I'd never quit, and I would never hit Celina Powell, even with another nigga stick. It is what it is. Offset brought this on herself. You went outside. You let her carry you like a sucker. This is exactly what she's gonna do. Just keeping it all the way 100. It's all on you. Hey, I got the Patreon out now. Urban Politicians TV on Patreon. Make sure y'all tap in with that. It is $5 to get the exclusive content. You can follow and join for free, but to get the exclusive videos that's going to be raw, uncut, me covering topics I couldn't get to on YouTube, or I didn't have time to just really go break down and get them into the mixer when they was going on, but I want to speak on. They're going to be raw, uncut. That's going to be on the Urban Politicians TV Patreon. You can download the app or go to the website. So I'm going to have stuff coming on there. I'm going to have 2 tiers, a $5 tier, and then I'm going to have the eventual $10 tier And it's all by choice, not by force. You don't have to join if you don't want to. It's on you if you want to come over there. I'ma still drop videos on YouTube. I'ma still be very active over here, but we gonna go over there as well. And y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We got more coming, more videos, all in 1,000 for shit. So stay on your pivot.
Offset's his annoying behavior just a little bit. Perfect.
It looks like Offset has the most inappropriate name in hip-hop as of late, because none of his recent actions since filing for divorce with Cardi B are making any sense. Like doubling back on Celina Powell. If you aren't familiar with my previous videos about Celina and her mission to expose the better part of a decade, she's exposed many celebrities and rappers, starting with T Grizzly, and even tried to proposition an already committed Fabulous into a viral moment that I bet he wishes could be scrubbed from the internet.
Can I just suck your dick?
They silent now.
I just want to suck your dick, please.
Yeah. Are you good at it?
Yes, daddy.
Now, like I said, Celina Powell's mission in life is to expose any man that she's had dealings with, because that's her only shot at relevancy. On my last video about Celina Powell 2 months ago, Celina would expose and destroy what little reputation and standing Little Meech had left in the circles of high society. And to be honest, for someone playing the role of his biological father being a drug kingpin and womanizer, I don't know if he never knew his dad on the streets, couldn't remember his dad's actions, and on top of that, forgot every line from the show, because this call should have never been made.
Please, delete this stuff. This is my reputation, bro. I apologize for saying what I said to you. Please, man.
You said it was cap, though. What was cap, Demetria?
Celina, I said that to get the post deleted, Celina.
Okay. You're right. But now you want to make me look like a liar in front of the internet. It's crazy, Demetria.
That's not how I tried to make you seem. I apologize for that.
Now, the reason I thought I wouldn't have to make this video was because Offset was already exposed by Celina Powell for the very same thing 8 years ago. And during that time, Celina Powell would troll Cardi B relentlessly. After Offset, on one of his numerous occasions cheating on Cardi, Celina would say things like, "B, I told you to come get him," and other quotes like, "Offset still FaceTimes me. He won't leave me alone." Pretty much the classic, "I got your man" and some of your clout maneuvers that these type of women are known for, especially Celina Powell. Now, we all know the whirlwind of ish that got started between Offset and Cardi B behind Celina Powell. And we all know that Cardi B moved on and is pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby, respectfully. And so Offset has just dropped his second album in 2 years, with each of them reaching national acclaim. So with that newfound success, would Offset go to Dubai and celebrate? No. Would Offset find a discreet location with an equally discreet woman to have dealings with? Absolutely not. But not only would Offset spin the block on Celina Powell, she would spin the block on exposing Offset once again.
Offset's his annoying behavior just a little bit. Perfect.
Thank you. Service your phone. Do airplane mode and then Wi-Fi. Thank you very much. I love that. I remind you, it's totally changed the way we operate as a family.
Feel like you can't move forward in life? Talk to California Psych.
Now, a lot of people are on Offset's line for messing with Celina Powell after the first time he was exposed. But there's something we got to take a deeper look into with the Ruby Roses and the Celina Powells and the Saweeties of this generation. I'm genuinely mystified how these male celebrities keep falling for these basic tricks from these obvious 304s. And then I came up with this. Now, some people like Offset deal with people like Celina Powell because they don't care if they get caught, or they don't plan to. And the others, like Little Meech and the rest, are either extremely game goofy or just have no other option. But hey, let me know in the comments, should Offset have spun the block on Celina Powell? Or was this Offset's karma for his previous cheating? And if you made it this far, click the left side of your screen to see why Nicki Minaj's fan base is giving her the sidest of eye for her political views. And also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm, 'cause I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me. But...
Fuck that, little 10.
I'm maxed out.
He told me that he was gonna when he sees Stephon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad. A beat, strip, shot in the knee, all types of shit.
It seems like Offset can't stay out the shade room or off any of the blog sites. First, it started with the Cardi B divorce, then Offset getting exposed by Celina Powell. Again. But this latest update on Offset is going to ask the question that people in the know have already been saying. Offset is currently being exposed for not only being broke and having a drug problem, but also for being an overly addicted gambler who habitually doesn't pay his debts. Now, if you don't remember a couple years back, Lil TJ exposed Offset for having to borrow money for a gambling debt in a casino in Las Vegas. Lil TJ took it a step further by even saying that Offset was broke because he loaned Offset $10,000 and never got paid back, which was followed by the funniest response from Offset by going on an interview wearing a $500,000 outfit, and then would hop on socials and tell Lil TJ he was ready to die about it. Which is crazy in itself, because if somebody's ready to crash out over the money they owe me, then maybe we're not seeing the situation the same. But I said all that because even then, I didn't think Offset was broke. I thought he just didn't take Lil TJ seriously. But come to find out, after my last set, Offset would be exposed by Celina Powell once again. But this time, for Offset being so hard up for money at 4 a.m., he was left with no choice but to call Celina Powell to come pay his debts at a casino.
One day at 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a call.
I was sleeping through this crucial time when I should have been up to
she
stop
needed to be up. I make the worst decisions when she's asleep. So it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up to him Instagram calling me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? And I thought he was just like horny. So I was like, okay. But like, I can't fuck you. I'm on my phone. So it's like, what are we talking about? He was like, yo, I need a favor. This
Wait,
is a
let's
test.
not skip over that. He told her to he still needed that. He still needed that.
Oh. So he was like, I did a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I mean, like I have I sent him the video, like all that money that I have in my safe.
You're rich.
Bro. And he immediately called me. He called me back and then he was like, bring all of it. And I was like, I don't even know how much this is. He was like, bring all of it because I have a shit ton of 20s and then like hundreds.
At the time, not now, currently.
No, yeah, no.
Because, continue. Keep going.
Because now, so then he was like, yeah, bring all of it. So I actually did.
Now, my comments in the last video made me reevaluate this whole situation between Offset and Celina Powell. The first was, how could Offset be exposed for doubling back and sleeping with Celina Powell if he was single? And the second thing I thought was, if Celina Powell just exposed Little Meech for being broke and having to take care of him, and if I was Offset and broke, wouldn't Celina Powell be the first person I call in a financial emergency? And the third thing I thought was, if Offset didn't pay Celina Powell back, maybe Celina Powell is not exposing Offset for being broke. Maybe Celina Powell is just exposing Offset for finessing her. But Celina Powell will get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to drive to the casino to drop Offset $15,000 for him to gamble with.
But in my mind, I was like, I can't give him the 20s. Like, let me just give him the hundreds. He was like counting out in the car. I went to the casino, by the way. I'm not going to do every single detail and have this.
She's working on her 40-minute straight drag.
Yeah. Because it gets worse, y'all. So then I get to the casino or whatever. He gets in the car and then he's like we talk or whatever. He gives me a kiss. I was like.
Now, like I said, the whole time I was analyzing the story, I didn't think Offset was broke. But when Celina Powell said that Offset hopped in the car and gave her a kiss first, my eyebrow raised. Now, I'm not throwing any shade at Celina Powell intentionally, but going from hundreds of millions of dollars with Cardi B to kissing Celina Powell in the backseat for $15,000, in my eyes brings a lot of validity to Offset being broke. And to be honest, this epic of a fall off has to be studied. Now, Offset would use the classic finesse line like, I'm gonna hit you back in a minute, to which Celina Powell knew she would never see that money again, especially based on Offset's next actions. And that would be to call Celina Powell on Christmas Eve. But it wouldn't be to say Merry Christmas or when to even expect a cash out for the money that she loaned him. Well, Celina Powell would realize that Offset was using her, just like every other man in the past 5 years.
I was like, oh, my man's calling me on Christmas. He's going to say Merry Christmas. Hello, Daddy. You got PayPal?
On Christmas.
On Christmas. You got PayPal? I said, for what? He said, because I need money. I said,
crooked.
Only
at
Zelle.
this point, you are a crooked.
No, he asked me for Cash App. Cash App. It was Cash App. Then I said, I only have Zelle. He said, okay, so Zelle me. I said, my limit is like so low. He said, it's okay, just Zelle me.
Do what you can. $2, $3.
Send it.
25 cents.
I said, just wait. I'll be home tomorrow or whatever. Like, I just lied. And he was like, because he came.
Because at this point, I'm telling her.
He took a private jet to Miami, but it was a Hard Rock private jet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they give it to you when you're about to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
And then he posted like hella racks. So I was like, okay, like I just gotta keep it cool with him, and he's gonna give me the money. And you told me like
that's why I kept telling her. I was like, we don't want to give him any reason to not get the money. So play everything cool. Don't go off. Don't nothing. It's like everything is cool. It's fine.
Now, if you have to be nice to somebody or treat somebody a certain type of way to hopefully get your money back that you loaned them, then maybe you shouldn't loan them that money. And also, if you see somebody flexing a bunch of racks all the time, but they only come to you when they're broke, that's also very telling. All of these were signs that Celina Powell either missed or ignored. And to be honest, at 35 years of exposed relationship, I'm starting to think she's doing this on purpose, which she is. Because Celina Powell wants a certain type of man, and unfortunately, that certain type of man doesn't want her. Seriously. So a few weeks go by with Offset not paying Celina Powell back and stalling her at every opportunity to do so, until she saw what Offset would do on Instagram next.
This morning, strolling through Instagram, just strolling, I see some random bitch post 4 Birkins, 2 watches, and a ring. It says Offset gave his girlfriend all that. I said, huh? Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Now I'm mad. So now I screenshot it to him. Now you're cheating on me?
You're cheating on me.
No, not only is he cheating on me, but no, I was more mad. Like, you just cashed out on this. You can't give me back my money. Why do you keep stalling me now? And then not only that, you're asking me for more money.
Yeah.
Like, that's what was like really disrespectful to me. Like, you're asking me for more.
Yeah.
Like, now in my heart, I'm like, oh my God, he's like pimping me. Like, I felt like he's my pimp. Like, I paid you for sex type shit. Like, no. So now I feel tried or whatever. Now it's like the temperature turned up a little, so much that he was like, this is scaring me, Celina. He said,
you're going back to your old ways.
He said, yeah, this is scaring me, Celina. Why are you mad at me? I never lied to you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, just give me my money and let's go our own ways. He said, you're not going to stand on that. I said, yes, I am.
Now I let the pimping come and go because we all know what pimping is. And in Celina's case, you just had sex with and then gave them some money. This is why I always differentiate between what I feel is happening and what is actually happening. And what's actually happening is that Offset made the biggest mistake by doubling back on someone who's known for exposing their exes. Or did he? Because if Offset is broke and just waiting on a divorce settlement from Cardi B, and he was exposed for having sex with Celina Powell while he's single, I'm not sure how this exposal is going to hurt his reputation or his career in the future. That was until Celina Powell exposed Offset for trying to have Cardi B's new man, Stephon Diggs, murdered. And I wouldn't have thought that was true unless I saw it on camera.
Oh, did you test it out?
Test what out?
To see if he was a little...
Oh, of course. I can't wait. Yeah, of course. Of course I ate his ass.
Did he get?
Of course I ate his ass.
No.
But no.
Wait, you did?
I never told you?
Wait.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No.
I said he's gay. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I swear, Milan. I'll look at our text messages. You guys, the text messages with Milan will be right here. I promise. Yes, I did.
In what position?
He didn't get no crazy position, though.
So what was it?
He
Was it
told
like
me
an ass tube?
Yeah.
It was like a tutu?
It was like it was like a lift up. It was like, and then I told you that's when
that was a freaky.
I told you when I was with him. He told me, he was like, I could see why people f with you. I was like,
I see why. I see the hype.
How he called Cardi's new baby a bastard. I was like,
oh.
I don't know why. How is it a bastard though? He was like, because if the babies aren't mine, that's a bastard. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so what? You want the baby to be yours? He was like, yeah, because culture don't really fuck with the baby. He was like, yeah, like she just be side-eyeing the baby or whatever, and the nanny be telling me all this. Like, mind you, this is breaking news now. Cardi has a restraining order on Offset. So he gets not allowed to talk to the babies at all. He's been FaceTiming Culture through his other daughter this whole time and talking to Culture or whatever. And I guess Culture's been saying like she hasn't even met Stephon. So that's probably why like she thinks like how the fuck is this baby? And I don't talk to my dad. Like, how did you just have a baby, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like knowing that that's not her brother. And then he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stephon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
so I
won't beat
think
him
she
up?
on some man, beat, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot
ass.
in the knee. Crackhead.
Yeah.
We
And
know that though. He
said that Stefan went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days. That they're not even good. Yeah.
What?
That's what he told me.
Why would he be mad? You knew I was married when we got into this. What did you talk?
Stefan wasn't really like. Well, I guess I don't know him, but like
I said, I told you I wouldn't have believed it unless I seen it on camera for myself. Offset trying to act like a super thug to Celina Powell is mystifying at best. The rumors of Offset being on drugs might be true if you're telling the likes of Celina Powell about your children's business. But apparently, Offset would tell Celina Powell last week that he would have her money at 1 a.m. When 3 a.m. passed, Offset said he would have it before 5 a.m. And then, when Offset ghosted Celina Powell completely, that's when she decided to air out all of Offset's dirty laundry.
3:30, I put in my little GPS. I'll get there at 4:15. Perfect. On my way. Told him I'm on my way. He didn't reply, so I'm thinking like, okay, we're good. 4:15, like 4-ish comes. I'm almost there. I told him I'm almost there. He was like, you're gonna have to still wait. I'm in court. Sends me a screenshot. I saved the picture that he sends because he really is in court. It says he's in court. Why this man had court the following day on that Monday? It said Monday that he had court. So the screenshot that he sent me, because you know when you save photos, you can see. Okay, let me just give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna still wait. I park up at like a gas station. I go and get me something to drink. Come back out. I'm like, okay, like you good now? He said no. Still wait. I go get food. Come back out.
We are
An
giving
hour.
this man too many grace. Too much grace.
Too much graces, bro. An hour goes by, still nothing. Then he said, you want to see, you want to see a screenshot? I said, yeah. He sent me another screenshot. Save it. It was still the other day, and I know why he screenshotted it because he had a call coming through. So whoever called him that the previous day, he probably screenshotted and was like, yo, I'm in court, I can't answer. Weird. So I'm like, bro, now you're playing me. And I just out him. I was like, bro, I know for a fact you're lying to me. Look at the screenshot dates. He was like, oh, I sent you the wrong one. After he said that, he went and ghosted on me. Ghosted me the whole entire night. Didn't say not one word back. I'm blowing his phone up, threatening him, all that. Like, I'm going to post you, whatever. Didn't give a not one text. Then the next day, I was like, okay, if I apologize to you for talking crazy, can you please just give me back my money? He said, bro, you've been going crazy on me. I said, okay, I apologize for calling you out your name. Can you please just give me my money so we don't have to talk anymore? He said, yes. Okay, when? Ghost. Okay.
What?
Okay.
That shit sweet. Don't think it's sweet. Shit ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something every time? Why did?
Now, like I said at the beginning, this story is a testament to how down bad Offset truly must be. But to be honest, I don't think Offset's broke in the slightest. But I also don't know anyone's full financial situation. But coming from where I come from, I've seen people have thousands of dollars in their pocket and still finesse people out of $20 because the old adage might still hold true. Your money spends better than mine. But hey, let me know in the comments. Do you think Offset is on drugs and broke? Or do you think Offset was just taking advantage of Celina Powell being starstruck? And if you made it this far, click the left side of your screen to see why Kai Cenat broke up with Gigi over NBA YoungBoy rumors. And also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm so I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me. But fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.
Lawsuits. Hey guys, it's Murad Muradi. Let's get into more stuff that is going on. I want to update you guys on Chris Brown's 500 million lawsuit, which he filed because he was really upset with the documentary that was made in his name by Warner Bros. Called Chris Brown, A History of Violence. He really wanted that to be tossed. He filed a 500 million defamation lawsuit. That defamation lawsuit has been dismissed. Really upset. Evidently, there's been a catalogue of examples of Chris Brown being violent. So in what world can you file a $500 million lawsuit of defamation and think that you could win, or that the case would even be taken on? The judge immediately reviewed it. Judge Colin Leas ruled that the network presented both sides of the story in a balanced manner anyways, so this wasn't defamation. The court order rejected Brown's claim that the documentary was full of lies and deception. 500 million? 500 million is what you want to file and think that you can get an ounce of that coin. If you're going to file a lawsuit against somebody, you guys need to be realistic with your amounts. You guys need to be like Drew Dixon. Okay, Drew Dixon was the woman who filed this lawsuit against L.A. Reid. It's dragged on for so long, and on the day that the trial was meant to begin, L.A. Reid basically paid a settlement, do you understand, to get this dismissed completely. Now it's been reported the settlement amount has been revealed, and that Drew Dixon allegedly, from what articles are saying, got around 10 million. It was around that figure that this is what she received. This is a massive amount of pay, and now that this has been publicly announced that there's been an estimated figure that she's received, the other women and possibly men are going to come running against L.A. Reid. They're going to finish him, because what do you mean before a trial even began, on the day of the trial, you gave this woman 10 million to shut her up and basically make this go away and settle with her? Other people now are going to file lawsuits against you. Now the rumored amount has also been publicly revealed. This is not what L.A. Reid wants. Right now he's probably happy, taken the L, lost 10 million, which is a lot of money, but he still got a lot of money. And then other people are going to come forward. Just like the Cassie's case, it took 3 weeks for other lawsuits to come forward. And now that's exactly what is happening here, where we're basically going to have other people now come forward in the next couple of weeks. L.A. Reid, count your days, because you will face the courts. You will face the trials. It will happen to you. Just give it time. Give it time. Now, it's been reported by the National Enquirer, guys, that Diddy had a special friend who hand delivered this letter that he wrote to Trump. And that friend was Mike Tyson, who apparently had to meet with Diddy's close confidants in secret meetings. And, you know, he was given a letter and was told, please give this to Trump in any way, shape or form. Now, nobody has denied that Mike Tyson was heavily involved and that apparently he did what was told. He handed these letters to the Trump team, to the organization, to get to him. None of that really worked. Not sure why Mike Tyson would be reportedly involved in this, why he would be friends with Diddy, why in any way, I don't understand. But clearly he was told to be the messenger, as if he's a damn owl and this is Hogwarts and this is Harry Potter, and none of it worked. Like, you must have thought you were special to go and deliver a handwritten letter and, you know, give it to Trump. Diddy himself thought he was special by handwriting the letter as if this is Shakespeare. It didn't do nothing for him and didn't do nothing for Mike Tyson, but now you're in the papers, Mike Tyson. The articles are talking about you, and now it's embarrassing for you. Because why are you associated with this mess? Why are you acting like your Lady Whistledown, transporting the letters? It doesn't do anything for you. It's just embarrassing. I would have thought much better for you. I'm just disappointed. Do you understand? What you should have been doing is biting off Diddy's ear, because that man has been very awkward to you in interviews. But, you know, clearly we're moving on right past that, guys. Now, 50 Cent seems to be just collecting win after win after win, because his studios now plan a $124 million investment in a Louisiana complex. This could now, from what has been estimated financially, generate 18 billion in revenue. If these film studios that 50 Cent has been planning for a very long time actually work into effect and generate this amount of money, not only will this man be a billionaire, but he'll be far more richer than Diddy, and he'll be even more powerful when Diddy gets out of jail. 50 will have a lot more coin. He will have a lot more contacts, popularity. He will have everything a lot more than Diddy has. So in what way will Diddy be able to get his lick back on 50, because we know if you look at Diddy's history, he works on lick back, and Diddy is very determined. I definitely believe that 50 Cent needs to watch out for himself, watch out for his life when Diddy gets out of prison, because he works on his get back, lick back, whatever it be. It might not be the day he gets out of prison, it might be 2 years after, it might be 5 years after, it might be 10 years after, it might be when Diddy's in the damn rocking chair, but he's definitely coming for 50 Cent, and he's definitely coming to eviscerate that man for everything that he's done. And the exclusive footage that he was able to access with the global documentary is the icing on the cake that has definitely pissed Diddy off, and he is waiting for that day. That's why this man is so calm in prison, because he knows that day is going to come. He knows that he's getting out. Do you understand? He ain't Suge Knight. He ain't Suge Knight, who's been in prison for so long. Podcasts in prison. That's how long this man's been in prison. He ain't Suge Knight. Diddy's got a release date, whether it be this summer, which I doubt, but in the next 4 years, the man's coming out. He's only gone down on, you know, counts of prostitution, not RICO, not life charges. So he's coming out. So he's planning everything. So while this man is desperate to get out with bail denials and all of that, he's been planning. Been planning. And he's coming for 50. And I'm going to wait for that day, because I feel like it definitely is going to happen, because it's happening very, very soon. Very soon. Now, I'm very confused, because Celina Powell, the woman who's apparently slept with a lot of, you know, high class or A-listers, whatever the hell you want to call it, and she runs her mouth on her podcasts. Cardi has responded to everything that Celina's been saying recently, and she said that she was grateful to Celina Powell. Now I'm confused, because Celina Powell also did shade her kids, as far as I'm concerned. So why aren't you also dragging this woman for everything that she's saying about people that are close to you and your children? I don't get it. Why are you reserving that for other people? Rightly so, but not also for others. I don't get why she's grateful to the Celina Powell woman after she basically is the lady of the night, sleeps with these celebrities, films them secretly, and then runs to a podcast to basically get clicks. I don't know why these men even sleep with Celina Powell, but I genuinely believe it's probably because of incurable STDs, and therefore all of these people flock around in the same circle, because it's just easier to do so when they're looking for that satisfaction, and men are just going to men in these circumstances. That's what I believe at this point, because I don't understand why anybody would return to this woman Celina Powell, because she will embarrass you, and that's exactly what is happening to Offset. And if Offset is using the Celina Powell stuff as PR, well then, you know, your career has really gone to a whole new low, because somebody needs to tell me why this man is running around trying to gamble and makes fast money to pay off the debts, because that's basically what this is given, and he's not winning that fast money, and he's still in current debt.
This is what we doing. We hanging out with the rappers, man. This is what we doing. We hanging out with the rappers, man. This is what we doing. We hanging out with the rappers, man.
You ain't got the woman beside you. You ain't got the album in the top 10. You ain't got the top #1 single. Career is completely in nosedive. I don't know who's diving faster, Offset or Jennifer Lopez. One of these two, you know, they're going down as far as I'm concerned with their careers. Things ain't working out. So somebody let me know what's going on with Offset, because I feel like the man is trying to crash out. The man is trying to come out with music. Nothing's working for him. It's just constant embarrassment for him and Stephon Diggs. Get somebody else to do it. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Do subscribe to the channel. Join Murad Nation, guys, because it really is 2 a.m. and I'm coming to give you guys these videos, even though I'm absolutely shattered. But, you know, I want to keep you guys informed. So do click that button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Offset is currently going through an historic downfall. We haven't seen anybody this down bad and going out this sad in a long time. Offset life is crashing out in front of everybody, and we're watching it happen in real time. Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks is literally paying you to play video games, bro. Like little mini games like this. You hop on your phone, you play them, and you get paid to play it, bro. It's 100% trackable, transparent. You see exactly how much you're making as you play it. If somebody is willing to pay you to play video games, you probably want to play it because you don't know how long it's going to last. Scan my QR code or click the link in my description to download the app and get started. I'll say the biggest problem in Offset's life right now is he's disgustingly broke with like zero money whatsoever. But he has an active gambling addiction, which is causing him to borrow money from any and everybody and he owes a lot of people, and he's not paying them back. Y'all remember earlier this year when Lil TJ exposed Offset for owing him $10,000 because they were both at the casino. Offset lost all his money. Lil TJ borrowed him money. Offset never paid him. And when Lil TJ exposed Offset for owing him, Offset told Lil TJ, come and die about it. So he's ready to get in a shootout and kill over money that he owes you. This time around, he kind of picked the wrong person to run off on. He ran off on Celina Powell. So in the middle of the night at about 4 a.m. while Offset was at the casino, according to Celina Powell, she got a call from Offset on Instagram begging her to bring him money.
Well, one day at 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a call.
I was sleeping through this crucial time when I should have been up to
she needed to be up. I make the worst decisions when she's asleep. So it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up calling me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? And I thought he was just like horny. So I was like, okay. But like, I can't fuck you. I'm on my flow. So it's like, what are we talking about? He was like, yo, I need a favor. This is a
let's
test.
not skip over that. He told her to he still needed that. He still needed that.
Yeah. Oh. So he was like, I did a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I mean, like I have I sent him the video, like all that money that I have in my safe.
You're a rich.
And he immediately called me. He called me back and then he was like, bring all of it. And I was like, I don't even know how much this is. He was like, bring all of it because I have a shit ton of 20s and then like hundreds.
At the time, not now, currently.
No, yeah, no.
Because, continue, keep going.
Because now, so then he was like, yeah, bring all of it. So I actually did.
Celina Powell, listen, man. Celina Powell in 2025 is wasted goods. Of course she did it. Celina Powell is like 30 plus years old right now. Don't really have much options. Celina Powell was tricking and taking care of Lil Meech because she felt like he's the only man who was willing to take her seriously and wife her up. But he made it very clear to her that he never wants to go public and let the world know that they're together. She had to expose the fact that they were together, and that's how they broke up. So because no man wants to take her seriously, no man, right, wants to be seen with her, that she is thirsty. She is desperate for any type of attention she can get from any celebrity dude. So of course she got up at 4 a.m. in the morning and took a dude who's not her boyfriend, who's not anything to her, $15,000 for him to gamble it off. Now, she made the mistake that a lot of us make, which is we think that these celebrities, because they're famous, got money.
But in my mind, I was like, I can't give him the 20s. Like, let me just give him the hundreds. He was like counting out in the car. I went to the casino, by the way. I'm not going to do every single detail and have this.
She's working on her 40-minute straight drag.
Yeah. Because it gets worse, y'all. So then I get to the casino or whatever. He gets in the car. And then he's like we talk or whatever. He gives me a kiss. I was like,
if there's any part of this story that proves how disgustingly down bad Offset is, this should be the part you really focus on and hone in on. This man is so down bad. He's so disgustingly broke. He's so down to his last that he gave Celina Powell a kiss on the mouth because she brought him money. I don't know a man in my life who I know, rather it's a brother, rather it's the homie, rather it's my uncles, my nephews, whatever. I don't know a man in my life who's that down bad that they would kiss Celina Powell on the mouth for any amount of money. You can't pay me $10 million to kiss Celina Powell on the mouth, bruh. Do you know how many beef sticks have been on those lips, bro? Are you out of your mind? So obviously, right, he's so desperate, he takes the money, right, and he lets her know, I'll pay you back. But she began to realize very quickly Offset has no intentions of ever paying her back whatsoever based on his actions very shortly after taking her money. She's thinking they're working towards a relationship. A couple of days later on Christmas Eve, she gets a call from Offset. She's thinking he's calling to check up on her. They're starting to work towards a relationship. They're dating now officially. But when he called, his first words made her realize very quickly that whatever is going on here has nothing to do with love now, bruh. She is being used.
Called. I was like, oh, my man's calling me on Christmas. He's going to say Merry Christmas. Hello, Daddy. You got PayPal?
On Christmas.
On Christmas. You got PayPal? I said, for what? He said, because I need money. I said,
crackhead.
Only
at
Zelle.
this point, you are a crackhead.
No, he asked me for Cash App. Cash App. It was Cash App. Then I said, I only have a Zelle. He said, okay, so Zelle me. I said, my limit is like so low. He said, it's okay, just Zelle me.
Do what you can. $2, $3.
Send it.
25 cents.
I said, just wait. I'll be home tomorrow or whatever. Like, I just lied. And he was like, because he came.
Because at this point,
mind you, he took a private jet to Miami, but it was a Hard Rock private jet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they give it to you when you're about to spend money. Mm-hmm. And he posted like hella racks. So I was like, okay, like I just gotta keep it cool with him, and he's gonna give me the money. And
I'm telling her, I was like, we don't want to give him any reason to not get the money. So play everything cool. Don't go off. Don't nothing. It's like everything is cool. It's fine.
I don't know who's goofier, Offset for getting in business with the literal devil. Like, you don't do business with the devil. Like, you don't get involved with the devil, right? Celina Powell is the devil that you don't get involved with, bro. It always ends badly. Or Celina Powell for thinking that she was getting her money from Offset. But you know how many people Offset owes? Right? Do you understand this? You had the minute that money went into the hands of Offset, you had no chance of ever getting it back whatsoever. It was not happening, man. Right? So Offset continued to give her the runaround, while still kind of talking to her as if they're about to get in a relationship. So her being thirsty to get in the relationship, she's kind of giving him more time to pay it back, keeps on bringing it up here and there. He just keeps on stalling her. But one day she went on Instagram and seen something that made her say, I need that money right now. And this was the beginning of what we witnessed on social media today, where Celina Powell exposed all of Offset's dirty laundry.
Christmas morning, strolling through Instagram, just strolling. I see some random bitch post 4 Birkins, 2 watches, and a ring. It says Offset gave his girlfriend all that. I said, huh? Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Now I'm mad. So now I screenshot it to him. Now you're cheating on me?
You're cheating on me.
No, not only is he cheating on me, but no, I was more mad. Like, you just cashed out on this. You can't give me back my money. Why do you keep stalling me now? And then not only that, you're asking me for more money. Yeah. Like, that's what was like really disrespectful to me. Like, you're asking me for more.
Yeah.
Like, now in my heart, I'm like, oh my God, he's like pimping me. Like, I felt like he's my pimp. Like, I paid you for sex type shit. Like, no. So now I feel tried or whatever. Now it's like the temperature turned up a little, so much that he was like, this is scaring me, Celina. He
said, you're going back to your old ways.
He said, yeah, this is scaring me, Celina. Why are you mad at me? I never lied to you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, just give me my money and let's go our own ways. He said, you're not going to stand on that. I said, yes, I am.
Offset is just a bad decision maker. There's 2 people in life that you don't F over, and that's people who love you and people who got dirt on you. Offset knew Celina Powell is known for leaking stuff because Celina Powell tormented Offset in his marriage when he was still married to Cardi B. Celina Powell literally tormented Offset and created a nightmare for him while Cardi B was pregnant. So he knows how she get down. But Offset was in this little situationship with her, and he was feeding her nothing but ammo against them, bruh. Yo, he was giving her all the scoop, all the dirt, allowing her to do certain things to him that he knows that if it gets out, it makes him look crazy, telling her secrets about him and Cardi B's relationship, trusting her with certain secrets such as he's looking for Cardi B's new baby daddy, Stephon Diggs, and when he catches him, he's gonna shoot him in the knee. He's giving this girl all the information on camera with his face on it. And then turn around and do her dirty as if she don't have all the ammo to destroy you.
Oh, did you test it out?
Test what out?
To see if he was a little...
Oh, of course. I can't wait. Yeah, of course. Of course I ate his ass.
Did he get?
Of course I ate his ass. No. But no.
Wait, you did?
I never told you?
Wait.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. No. I said he's gay. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I swear, Milan. I'll look at our text messages. You guys, the text messages with Milan will be right here. I promise. Yes, I did.
In what position?
He didn't get no crazy position, though.
So what was it? Was it like an ass tube?
Yeah.
It was like a tutu?
It was like it was like the lift up. It was like, and then I told you that's when
that was a freaky bitch.
I told you when I was him, he told me, he was like, I could see why people f with you. I was like,
I see why. I see the hype.
How he called Cardi's new baby a bastard. I was like,
oh.
I don't know why. How is it a bastard though? He was like, because if the babies aren't mine, that's a bastard. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so what? You want the baby to be yours? He was like, yeah, because culture don't really fuck with the baby. He was like, yeah, like she just be side-eyeing the baby or whatever, and the nanny be telling me all this. Like, mind you, this is breaking news now. Cardi has a restraining order on Offset. So she can culture through his other daughter this whole time and talking to Culture or whatever. And I guess Culture's been saying like she hasn't even met Stefan. So that's probably why like she thinks like how the fuck is this baby? And I don't talk to my dad like, how did you just have a baby, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like knowing that that's not her brother. And then he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stefan, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
so I
wanna
think
beat him
she
up?
on some man, beat, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot
ass.
in the knee.
Crackhead.
Yeah. And that
though. He
said that Stefan went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days. That they're not even good, yeah.
What?
That's what he told me.
Why would he be mad? Bitch, you knew I was married when we got into this. What are you talking about? Sign the paper. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really true or not. Stefan doesn't really like, well, I guess I don't know him, but like.
Offset is moving like a crackhead, bro. You know how crackheads don't hold water, right? They just move, bro, like they just move super slimy and slicky, right? Like they just, right? Like their entire behavior is just like, it's just erratic and doesn't make sense. That's Offset right now. You telling a known industry pop about your children's business, about how your daughter feels about the other kids. You telling her about like real family issues, about restraining orders, about Cardi B's giving birth and the baby. What? And then you put yourself on camera, make a credible threat for Stefan Diggs, and don't get it effed up. That just ain't Offset talking. Another model already exposed Offset for texting her and asking her to set up Stefan Diggs. Literally texting her plans. Yo, lure him over here. Tell him to come over here so he could ambush Stefan Diggs and do harm to him. So this is just, that's not just him talking. No, he's serious. You could go to jail over that, bro. This is like the second time you talking about setting this dude up and doing harm to him. Shoot him in his knee so his career could be over. And you're doing all of this and then turn around and owe that person money so they could expose you? She decided to go public with all these receipts, including the ones that you just saw in this video, right after the final straw. Because apparently Offset told her to pull up at 1 a.m. to get her money. And then he told her 3 a.m. And then he told her 4 a.m. And she was waiting up all night one day, waiting for this money, waiting for a time to go pick up the money. And then Offset just ghosted her after making her wait up all night. So that was the last straw that made her go public with all these accusations.
For 3:30, I put in my little GPS. I'll get there at 4:15. Perfect. On my way. Told him my mom would wait. He didn't reply, so I'm thinking like, okay, we're good. 4:15, like 4-ish comes. I'm almost there. I told him I'm almost there. He was like, you're gonna have to still wait. I'm in court. Sends me a screenshot. I saved the picture that he sends because he really is in court. It says he's in court. Why this man had court the following day on that Monday? It said Monday that he had court. So the screenshot that he sent me, because you know when you save photos you can see. Okay, let me just give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna still wait. I park up at like a gas station. I go and get me something to drink. Come back out. I'm like, okay, like you good now? He said no. Still wait. I go get food. Come back out.
We are giving this man too many grace. Too much grace.
Too much graces, bro. An hour goes by, still nothing. Then he said, you want to see a screenshot? I said, yeah. He sent me another screenshot. Save it. It was still the other day, and I know why he screenshotted it, because he had a call coming through. So whoever called him the previous day, he probably screenshotted it and was like, yo, I'm in court, I can't answer. Weird. So I'm like, bro, now you're playing me. And I just out him. I was like, bro, I know for a fact you're lying to me. Look at the screenshot dates. He was like, oh, I sent you the wrong one. After he said that, he went ghost on me. Ghosted me the whole entire night. Didn't say not one word back. I'm blowing his phone up, threatening him, all that. Like, I'm going to post you, whatever. Didn't give a not one text. Then the next day, I was like, okay, if I apologize to you for talking crazy, can you please just give me back my money? He said, bro, you've been going crazy on me. I said, okay, I apologize for calling you a bitch and calling out your name. Can you please just give me my money so we don't have to talk anymore? He said, yes. Okay, when? Ghost.
What?
Okay.
That shit sweet. Don't think it's sweet. Shit ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something every time? Why did?
And obviously, we know how the story ends. Offset gets exposed for being in bed with Celina Powell. She posted all the other receipts. Offset called her back, threatening to do harm to her. She posted on her IG story today that if anything happens to her, Offset did it. Ultimately, bro, Offset got to get his life together, man. We keep hearing stories like this, right, from him taking money from people and not paying it back. She will claim that he told her the reason why he's down bad is because, like he claimed the label is taking money from him. I don't believe it, to be honest, because no other artists have came out and said the label is stealing from him. Like QCP ain't known to steal from artists. So, like to me, like that part, I don't believe, bro. He claims that he got $15 million that he can't access because the label is taking it. All type of nonsense, man. I don't believe it whatsoever, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think, man? Do y'all believe that Offset has an issue, right? Is this the worst downfall you've witnessed? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still watching this video and want to watch another good video, then click on this video here somewhere on my screen, here, or here to find out why DJ Academic's friends are really upset at him today. He's having one of the worst weeks ever. All right, so click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. If you enjoyed this video and want to support, send me a hype. Liking and subscribing helps, but sending a hype is how you push this video in the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. Out of here, folks. Peace.
It seems today, as lame as you can be, Offset right there making moves like he's on TV because he did this. Anything happens to me, Offset did it. And this, tired of this grown man threatening me almost every day and got me living in fear because he owes me $15K. I try to get my money back for weeks, and all I've gotten is threats at Offset. Allegedly. It's not like there would be video of him threatening her, would it be?
What?
Okay.
That shit sweet. Don't think it's sweet. Shit ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something every time? Why did?
Now, all of that conversation, we don't have the full context, so it's not like we can just definitively say that he 100% is going to be guilty of anything because we don't really know. She didn't show no text messages. She didn't show no call logs. She didn't show anything. All she really showed was just that. Just like I'm showing y'all. Boom! That QR code. Y'all know that code, man. Get your $5 today. Play, man, on Nash. Yeah, come play. Get you $5, man. $5 cash on Nash when you hit that free cash QR code or hit the goddamn link in the description, and that's going to take you there where you can win. And nobody, and I'll keep on saying this because you ain't going to see it. It's not a scam. I know some of you, bro, you scam me. Bro, it's not a scam. All it is, you got to play games. That's it. Play some games, win some money. So somebody won $100 2 days ago. Check the comments. So there you go. Hit that QR code. But, all of this really stems from not this freaking viral video that they was laid up all cozy mosey in bed. Wrote it. Did a tape last night. And all you heard was him in the video. LOL. Offset, you sleepy boy? Nope. And we're going to speed run a little BS why he shouldn't even been in the bed with that woman. I'm going to knock it out for y'all real quick. Way before a couple of years ago, almost 10 years ago, really it's like 7 or 8 years ago, Celina Powell was accusing Offset of fathering her child, and she was pregnant and she had the baby and all of that crap and everything. And then the lawyers sent a cease and desist letter like, bruh, we losing brand deals and stuff like that because of this stuff. So she stopped with the allegations. Then Cardi B popped out and basically defended her husband and all this crap and everything. And what ends up happening is she makes a video on academic stuff and then she apologizes. So that's why it's so weird that he was even in the bed with her, because of the turmoil in which she caused in his freaking marriage. And at the time, he was the breadwinner. Cardi didn't have as much money as him, so she would have left. She would have took a substantial amount of money. And honestly, it probably would have catapulted her way more. But January 1st, we get this picture with this caption right here. Jordan Gore, IG model, claims Offset had her attacked again. Bryson Boone Paul, you wrote this too? Dang, bruh. Shout out to the homie. Try to close this little thing, but it didn't work. IG model Jordan Gore ignited controversy on January 1st, 2025 after posting a disturbing series of Instagram stories that appeared to accuse rapper Offset of being connected to a violent incident involving her in Miami. The post featured a photo of Gore with visible cuts and bruises across her face, underscored by the Migos' breakout hit Bad and Bougie, a song closely associated with Offset's rise to fame. The imagery alone grew attention. But Gore's words quickly intensified the moment. Every time I'm in the same building as this man, I somehow get jumped by multiple girls, she wrote, directly implying a pattern tied to Offset's presence. And you can see that real quick. We ain't gonna zoom in or anything like that because, you know, you can get demonetized for stuff like that. She followed an even more alarming statement. I want to make it very clear that if something more serious happens to me, it was the super tender shrimp. And then basically goes on to say her claims resurfaced after an incident that had already circulated widely online on December 7, 2025. A video went viral showing Gore being attacked by multiple women inside a bowling alley. I'll probably show that in a minute. I'll just have to, you know, blur stuff out because I don't want to get my freaking channel taken away. The footage spread rapidly across the blogs and social media platforms, fueling speculation about the circumstances that led to the altercation. According to online chatter, the incident occurred shortly after Gore exposed an alleged private conversation involving herself and Offset. The alleged exchange, widely debated but unverified, included claims that Offset attempted to involve NFL star Stephon Diggs, who has publicly been linked to Cardi B, Offset's estranged wife. While none of those claims have been independently confirmed, the speculation has continued to follow the story, adding layers of tension tied to Offset's publicized personal life. Jordan Gore claims Offset had her attacked again after allegedly trying to set up Stephon Diggs. By stating that she had been attacked for a second time, Gore framed the Miami incident as part of an ongoing pattern rather than an isolated event. Her assertion that simply being in the same building as Offset led to violence reinforced her belief that the situations were connected, though no official findings have supported that claim. The subsequent story of Gore shifted from accusation to reflection. I appreciate everyone who checked in on me, she wrote. I'm so grateful for each person who took the time to personally reach out and send love and support. My bad, there's a little bit more. She ended with a broader message that resonated with many followers. Don't ever be afraid to speak up, since silence only protects the wrong people. As of now, Offset has not publicly responded to Gore's allegations. With no official statement or legal actions announced, her post remains a raw, unsettling account that has reignited debate online about accountability, power, and the personal risk of speaking out in the public eye. Pardon me. Now, hell if I know if Offset is, you know, wanting to put his hands on people and all this stuff. And I do know a couple of people around his circle, like real closer to that circle. But I'm going to say this. It's a coward's move. It's a coward's move, bro. Now, I get it. You got girls, you got a woman that is talking crap about you, and you got that power to send women to go ahead and do whatever you say. And I understand that part, right? But once somebody goes to jail and they say that you were the person who told them to do that, there you go. And by the way, Offset, do you realize that you just made her a co-conspirator by doing that in front of her, aka Celina Powell. See, one thing about you cats who go on and commit stupid crimes, y'all fail to realize there's witnesses. Everybody, majority of people are not from the streets. They're not. They don't give a damn about the streets. Street code be damned, because what you're doing ain't street. It's not. You mess with a girl and all this stuff and everything, and then you get exposed like you don't really got paid like that. And I truly believe you don't. Not like how you pretend, but hey, real player shit. Out of Celina Powell, she gonna cash it out, give it up. Hey, look, this California and me, bro. Like, yeah, this West Coast shit and me don't stop, bro. I'm keep it all the way overly authentic. She gonna pay the bread. Shit, turn it to the baker man. Dead homies. But as a man that's supposed to be a certain belief, the way in which you operate is completely different. That's just me. I could be wrong, but you look like a suck-ass, coward-ass dude. Flat out. You supposed to be the dude that's just supposed to bounce out. Whatever they say, you say nothing. That's that truism, man. That's that truism. You feel me? But you ain't got that in your blood. You got suck all in your goddamn blood and lollipop written all over your face. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter what they say. It really matters what you react to. Either you come with proof or you come with violence. And it seems like you came with violence. See, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Clout is always on the table. Whoever wants to take it can buy it and sell it for whatever they want to sell it to. As I keep telling y'all, bro, I know people that know Celina. Shouty cool as hell. But what she's trying to do and how she's trying to do it, you're going to get what's coming to you too. Not saying you're going to get hurt or harmed or anything like that, but your brand going to go down. You're not going to keep getting these cats in these positions and all that based off of how you react and how you do certain things to certain people. See, some people can read the room without even stepping into it. They go right there to the edge and or get to looking at the pain and going, yeah, I'm not going to step in here. And that's what y'all doing. This generation of females, the one thing that I disapprove of a lot of y'all is y'all do this for dudes who doing this to do this. You supposed to shut the hell up, receive your payments, negotiate if it ain't hitting your rates. That's how that goes. Nothing hard about it. No complications, no nothing about that. But it is what it is. So she gonna get what she get, and I don't really give a shit. But at the end of the day, I'll say you look like a sucker in every way. Every way. Your wife left you, had a new baby. Why? She got a ring on it technically, logically, marriage-wise, legally. The girl who damn near caused your marriage to fall and falter and ruin you financially way before you end up with her on New Year's Eve. But she said for weeks, so I'm thinking y'all hooked up way before. This had to be around the time of either Christmas Eve or sometime around there. Because it makes sense when she dropped that goddamn screenshot that said, I'm not messing with rappers anymore. So that makes a lot more sense now because that was directed at you. And then she put it out because Say Cheese put it out all wrong. See, Say Cheese put up, oh, she said she's not messing with rappers again and anymore. She put that out a day before the Offset shit started and then dropped the Offset shit on New Year's Eve to make it seem like that they was all good. But then again, I had to back myself into a corner. She said she was there when you jumped Jordan. They said you jumped her twice. So I'm wondering which fighting she was at. Because I think if it was New Year's Eve, in all candor, it would have been flicks going. But we don't have no flicks of you having girls jump her, so it is what it is. Or maybe there's video and I just didn't catch it. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Are y'all with me? Like, bro, I'll say it, bro, you down bad. Down 10,000 points. Or are y'all the mindset of, shit, y'all both hoes. So y'all get what y'all deserve. And y'all deserve each other in the bullshit paparazzi you get. Or maybe one of y'all gonna jump and turn into something completely different that I didn't even catch. Let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Click right here to see how and why Boosie beat them damn charges and only got sentenced to 2 years probation. I break it all down thoroughly. Click right here, click right here. And content creators, if y'all want to react to this shit, I don't give a damn. I really, really don't. I don't give a damn. React to it if you want to. We still giving away that PlayStation and Xbox. We giving that away at 300K. Comment on every video and like every video. If you don't do that, you're not qualified. You're not qualified. Like, comment, share. That's it. It costs me money. It don't cost y'all shit. So it is what it is. I'm tired of seeing people, bro, you only got like 5 comments on there. Shut up. You're not qualified, bro. So you can go back and comment on every video. But we've been doing this since, what? Last year? Around this time? Yeah, last year around this time when we hit 200K. So it is what it is. Other than that, man, hey, I'll catch you on the next one. Click right here to see that Boosie video. Or click right here for the playlist and get y'all through y'all Friday. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all know I had to get on my hood lawyer shit, man, because Boosie just messed around and got no damn prison time.
Going quick. Boy, Kyle got me anyway, Pete. Plain Jane, it's so cold. Grateful, bro.
Suitcase, yeah. You heard me?
Let's get it.
So what people are trying to allege actually happened is not actually what happened. What you talking about, Nash? I'm gonna break it all down for y'all. Oh, I know. Boom. QR code, hit that or hit the fast cash goddamn link in there, man. Listen, $5 off. I mean, $5 given to you, not $5 off, because you're not buying nothing. So $5 given to you automatically when you sign up. Hit that QR code or tap the description in the link. That's fast cash. QR code or link. Nobody has said this has been a scam. The only complaint has been, oh, bro, I didn't win no thousands of dollars. Hey, you got to play the games. Play the freaking games, man. That's fast cash. Hit the QR code or tap the link in the description. Now back to it. So that fateful day was filmed by somebody from up over there. I don't know. But that goes on to cause a firestorm and Boosie to get pulled over. We're just going to speed run it real quick so I can catch you all the way up. Boosie gets pulled over. Boosie gets thrown in jail. Boosie pleads. Boosie gets bail. Then they bring it back. And next thing you know, it's looking good. He get ready to accept his shit. But you know what, man? Hey. The feds come in and they swoop in and they go ahead and charge him with a guideline that says they can give Boosie up to 10 years. But then we get some paperwork that say basically, hey, bro, Boosie, they say they want you to actually do two. That's what the feds want you to do. But Boosie all throughout this shit was keeping and maintaining his composure because he was saying things like this.
I ain't going to jail. I don't speak that out of my mouth.
There you go.
I'm from down south. Your word, your mouth is a powerful sword.
That's right.
I don't have a judge that hate me this time. I've always had judges to crucify me.
Be clear on law before anybody starts lying on the case. Boosie did not receive leniency for cooperation, and there is no legal record of him snitching. Period. Under 18 U.S.C. 922G, this case was strictly status-based possession offense. The government did not allege a conspiracy. They did not allege trafficking. They did not allege violence. There was no co-defendants, no cooperation, no agreements, no 5K 1.1 motion, and no Rule 35 motion filed. Those facts actually matter for those who don't care. In federal court, if someone cooperates, it shows up on the docket, it shows up in sentencing memoranda, it shows up in sealed motions referenced at the actual sentencing. None of that exists here, all right? So what actually happened is this. The court applied federal sentence guidelines, credited acceptance of responsibility. So the faster that Boosie said, this is mine, that's what it is. And it exercised judicial discretion, which the law actually allows. That's not favoritism. That's how sentencing works when a case involves nonviolent possession. No aggravating factors. Shit, even no additional criminal conduct. Now let's talk about probation because people misunderstand that on purpose. This actually is not getting off. This was supervised release. which is federal oversight with strict conditions. Violations are not optional. Violations are not even negotiable. So you see how Tekashi just did his goddamn 3 months. So any violation can result in immediate imprisonment without a new trial. So if he get caught, or he would have got caught doing something wrong, his ass would have got snatched. It just is what it is. The court effectively said you're free, but your margin for error, that shit is already gone. And that's important because probation here strengthens the sentence instead of inflating it. It removes the chaos, it removes the exposure, and forces compliance without escalating the punishment beyond what the law requires. As for the silence, refusing to discuss sentencing publicly is not invasion, it's constitutional sense. So anything said pre-sentencing can be used to argue the lack of remorse, poor judgment, or risk of recidivism. Remaining silent protected the outcome. So legally, we just speaking here, there's no damn snitching. No favoritism. It's just shit. Get a lawyer. Narrow federal goddamn charge, clean guideline application, and a court choosing supervision over incarceration. Exactly. But it's even funnier that Boosie basically had already stated that exact same shit.
The law was passing that a 922G can't be charged if somebody doesn't have violent felonies.
History. Mr. Hatch was initially charged in state court arising out of the conduct at issue in this case. He was released on bond and appeared at every scheduled court proceeding, complied with all conditions of release, and conducted himself appropriately throughout the pendency of the state case. After thoroughly reviewing the facts of this case, Mr. Hatch's personal history and characteristics, the presiding state court judge indicated a willingness to resolve the matter with a probationary disposition, reflecting the court's assessment of both the limited nature and the offense conduct and Mr. Hatch's stability for supervision in the community. That's what you want. You want to absolutely bring up the fact of what the judge said previously on X-Men, but previously in the case before. When Mr. Hatch and his counsel appeared in state court prepared to accept that disposition, the district attorney dismissed the state charges. Immediately thereafter, federal agents arrested Mr. Hatch in the hallway of the courthouse and transferred him into federal custody. Mr. Hatch was subsequently brought before this court, where the then assigned United States attorney moved from detention. Mr. Hatch was initially placed on home confinement. The home confinement condition has since been removed, and Mr. Hatch has remained fully compliant with all court orders and has proceeded through the federal case without incident. And let me say this proudly, I was wrong as hell. I for sure thought Boosie was going to get 1.5 years or something like that. But one part I was right on. Them damn judges, they don't listen to the feds like y'all think they do. They always, in my opinion, from what I've seen, they've always given lesser freaking time. So the judge essentially just was like, you know what? And that's where I believe it all resonates from. If the previous judge from California, which has strict laws anyways, is like, you know what? Yeah, bruh. They was going to give you 2 years probation and y'all would have, nah, we going to do the same shit. So that to me reeks of the judge already did it. And there's going to be some people, I can hear them saying this, oh no, well, he said this and he said that. It's on audio recording, it's on visual recording. His own lawyer, out her mouth, literally written in documentation. Y'all can go to the previous video, literally said out their mouth, yo, hey, shit, that shit don't exist. It's not real. So the police, aka the feds, they lied. They do it all the time. So the feds lied on Boosie and basically said he said all that shit, but he never said that. Because, as they said in the documentation written, the whole thing was already filmed. Like they said, the body cam filmed Boosie for the majority of the time. Exact wording. Verbatim. So I can't go off of what the hell the feds will allege to have said, but no evidence. We've seen too many cases. We've seen too many things. We've seen the Diddy trial. We've seen the YSL trial. Hell, we've even seen the TK trial. Bruh, from how they coming about it, how they saying this shit, they weren't telling the truth. The prosecution was lying. So now Boosie gets his fine, gets his community service, and it's all good in the hood. So shout out to that, man. I ain't never been more glad to be wrong in my life. And where I was right, it is what it is. Because I did say it within the paperwork, like, shit, well, the judge already did say this. But y'all, let me know your thoughts on this. Y'all want to just pile it on Sadie Nash? Y'all can come in the comments, bruh, you wrong, you wrong, you wrong, you wrong. I'm going to get my victory dance. I told you he's getting probation. Go ahead, put it in the comments. That's fine. Or y'all one of those ones like, oh, nah, Boosie was in there wearing a wire. He cooperating. He telling, he doing this. It had to be something, bruh. It had to be something. Or maybe you just disagree completely and you have a different theory as to why it worked. Or maybe you just in agreement. You like, man, Sadie Nash, you the hood lawyer, bruh. We don't doubt you, bruh. You was wrong. You was wrong on the sentencing part. But, shit, even when you're wrong, it's good. For subscribe to our best to notify, share to keep your people aware. We are 28K away from that Xbox and PlayStation giveaway. I had to get rid of that shit. It was crushing my goddamn boxes on my shoes. I had to. It is what it is, but it's literally right there. So, hey, still giving it away at 300K subs to be entered to win. You have to comment on every video. You people who asking about the Xbox and PlayStation and all that shit, y'all be commenting on like 3-4 videos. There's only one person who, bruh, if you don't comment on every video, you don't like every video, you don't share every video, don't worry about it. You ain't qualified. Shit, it is what it is. We going up 1,000 subscribers a month anyways. It's going to be given away. It's a matter of when, not a matter of if. Other than that, man, hit that like button like you like some. Click right here for this little Tim video, though. Bruh, what the hell? They try to say he got shot in Houston, but he ain't actually showing nothing. So, y'all be the judge. Click right here, click right here, click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Boost it, badass.
I'll race you to the bathroom or some shit like that. That to me, it's more like, nah, like I got to just be hardcore. I got to just like make sure we get this shit done as fast as possible. Hey, you're not going to get any bedtime stories if you keep up this bullshit, you know? And like, to me, that just makes sense. And like, I'm still kind of trying to like unlearn some of the stuff that I was doing when I was younger. When I was younger.
Yeah, being stern. So like, that's how I be having to kind of be with, my youngest daughter, because like, so it'd be something like that, like her mama want to do her hair or be like brush your teeth, and she want to kind of like play around and jump around and stuff too. You gotta tell her too many times. But my oldest is like, you ain't gonna have to tell her no more than 2 times or one time, like, hey, do this, and she gonna get right to it. To where the youngest, she just like, everything a game, and that's probably what you want to kind of come with the concept with her, make it a game, or sing along, like, hey, let's go brush teeth and do this, baby shark, you know what I'm saying, brush teeth and all that. Like, but I think it's kind of like, you know, being stern is like a man nature, to where a woman is more like loving, you know what I'm saying? So
and I mean, even with that, like, you know, my girl has explained it to me that like a 4-year-old straight up doesn't understand that their behavior right now affects how things are going to go an hour or 2 later. So if you're telling her like, hey, we're not doing bedtime stories an hour from now because you're not brushing your teeth right now, it's like these events are so separate in their mind that they really like almost don't have the brain power to understand the connection. So you can't like hold them to that standard, you know? If you're going to take something away, it has to be something right then, because they can understand the moment, but they don't understand that like right now affects an hour and a half from now.
But it'd be tricky though, because like you right, but sometimes I like it'd be tricky because I'll just be tripping like off. The kids is growing up now. I kind of think like they kind of like smarter and more advanced than the generations before them, because I would just be tripping out watching my youngest, like the stuff she be saying, like when she was 2. Like she just came out one day, she chilling with me on the couch chilling, and she was just like, hey, Dad. And I'm like, what's up? She like, what's your name? I'm like, what? She like, what's your name? I'm like, Dad. She like, no, what's your name? And I told her my real name. And like from that day forward, she remembered my real name. Yeah. Just like stuff like that. I'm just like, damn, at 2, I wasn't doing that. Like, and I ain't see like, so it just be like, you know, certain stuff that be fascinating. And like sometimes it be just be like, man, hold on. Like, man, is you being tricky? And then you got to foster in like, well, hold on, she is 3 or she is 4 and stuff like that.
Yo, but that's the thing, is that when I read stories about people from the 90s and shit, and, you know, I grew up in the 90s too, it's like, an 18-year-old kid who was 18 in 1991 versus an 18-year-old kid in 2025 who actually like knows how to use the internet, who knows how to look up information, etc. It's like prehistoric man versus the fucking Jetsons, bro. Because it was so hard to figure out how to do anything in the 90s when you didn't have, you know, ChatGPT, never mind Google, never mind all this shit. And it's like sometimes when I'm having conversations with dudes like from my era, like, you know, I come from the BMX world, and it's like that shit was just so hard for us to figure out how to get through life or how to make something out of yourself. Whereas
you fucking with the bikes?
Yeah. For like 20 years. And
all
like,
the motherfuckers, all the reps, all that shit, doing tricks and shit.
Yeah, we were doing tricks. Yeah. I'll show you some footage.
Around. No, for sure. No, I ain't gonna lie. Look, it was crazy because I was laughing, right? Because like 4S is like, boom, we the same age, like same age group and shit. It was funny. I was watching like some footage of y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, backstage where you, him, and I think y'all was doing like the little video with X4.
Yeah.
And he was on the skateboard. And coming up, like, even like when I first started game banging, I was still in my skateboard like phase. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I used to know how to kick, flip, ollie, all that shit. I don't know if I can still do it now, but it was just funny watching fucking 4X trying to do a fucking kick flip. And I remember when I could do a kick flip and land that motherfucker and all that.
Yeah. I don't think they realized that they were trying to do a kickflip on a skateboard with no grip tape, which is like, that doesn't really happen typically. Like, typically you need grip tape to do like anything.
You got to grip it for sure.
They were going for it though. They were trying it like really, really hard that day.
Most definitely.
Okay. So at what point, like, all right, if I had asked you at 18, because you're saying you're in Pelican Bay at 18.
Yep,
so,
I got kicked out of YA.
Okay, so I mean, that's like one of the scariest prisons in America, and you were in there at 18. Did that feel crazy, or did it feel normal to you by that point?
So, bam. So this how it was for me. So being in jail, I was spending a lot of time in jail. So I was trying to make the best of my situation. So like, for me, jail was schooling. All right, when I was in jail was schooling, you know what I'm saying? To where other people was on the streets, you know what I'm saying, going to school or game banging, trying to acquire their reputation, you know what I'm saying? When I was going to jail, their reputation didn't stop. So as far as being a top tier Crip, you know, you had to read, you know what I'm saying? You was prone to violence, you know what I'm saying? Handling your business and stuff like that. So when I got to Pelican Bay, I ain't gonna lie, that was like equivalent, like to me, graduating, going to like Yale or some shit. You feel me? Like, boom, like, all right, like Pelican Bay, like, yeah, boom, I made it here. Like, you know what I'm saying? like, when you like at that, like when you gang banging and like, you don't understand at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause at that time, like, everything was A-Trade gangster, so I didn't have no understanding I have now. Like, you feel me? Like, I probably didn't think I was going, you know what I'm saying, make it to a certain age, you feel me? Like, for real. So just like me making it to the Pelican Bay, like, no, I wasn't scared. Like, I embraced it. Like, yeah, like shit, I'm here, and any violence that comes with it, like, shit, I'm gonna get with it. Like, that's how I was.
If I had asked you at 18, what do you see yourself doing with your life? Did you have hopes and dreams of really making something out of yourself, or at that point were you still too stuck in the street shit and you couldn't really see past it?
Stuck in the street shit, and I ain't gonna even say I couldn't see past it. I wasn't trying to look past it. I wasn't trying to look past it, but once I start gathering information and I start having a better understanding for life, you know what I'm saying, and I start having a better respect for life and shit, wanting to travel and be, you know what I'm saying, cultural, like, that's when the motherfuckers start respecting shit more. Like, man, like, shit, it's more to it than shit, A-Trade. Like, it's more to it than this gang shit than LA was. Me going out to Washington as well, going to Washington, being in Idaho, going to Idaho Lake, having fun, dealing with women out there, you know what I'm saying, going down to Montana, that whole Pacific Northwest experience, and then, you know what I'm saying, going down to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, when Lil Sody, rest in peace, was messing with Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, we down there. So traveling, that kind of like opened up my mind to more me getting that money and traveling. Like, so it's like, now I'm having money. I'm young. I'm having money. Like, and this ain't no regular money. I'm in a town to where you making $20,000 to $50,000 a day. fucking your head up, just like damn. So it's just like, you know, with that growth gotta come. Like I can't stay.
You're in a place where like all the LA politics don't really matter anymore, and it's like this. You grow up in LA in the streets, and it's like you just feel like this is everything.
Exactly.
And it's like it's such a small world, but it's like you have to understand it if you want to survive. And then once you start to travel the world and stuff, like I've had a lot of people that I talked to over the years where I realized that the world, it didn't take much to open the world up for them and make them realize that they could do something with themselves that was a lot bigger than their surroundings.
Exactly. So that's just how it was for me. Now, once I got the experience and once you start reading, because like I said, like I love reading, like. So once I got to start reading, and I'm not just reading, like I'm not like I got past the urban books quick. Like I really want to read some shit with some substance. Like you feel me? So I'm reading Behold the Pale White Horse. You know, I'm reading like shit that's gonna have you thinking outside the box. I'm reading political shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading shit that's gonna like really have your mind thinking. You know what I'm saying? Business shit, war shit. You know what I'm saying? Just autobiography. So once you start reading, that's gonna help you experience too. And then like for real, you really gonna want more. Like just me. Going to jail, doing all that jail time, that shit never institutionalized me. Like, I was there, like, in mind, but in spirit, like, shit, I was on the streets. Like, couldn't just wait to get out. It was always a phase for me. I was going through this, but yeah, it's just, at Pelican Bay at 18, man, like, I didn't have I start gaining and capturing the vision, to take me on a process that, I'm trending on now,
Right. So, okay, you were doing all this time. Would you think of the time period where you were going up to the Northwest and when you were making all this money, moving on, was that kind of like an in-between phase in your life in the sense that you're not doing all these sort of like rinky-dink crimes and shit? You're moving on to bigger things, still like serious consequences, but, you're starting to see serious money. So it's like, it's actually seeming like it's worth your time to be taking these risks and shit. When did that whole part of your life take off? Because like there's well documented YouTube videos about the whole thing that you guys had going on. It must actually be kind of crazy for you because some of those videos have only been out for like 6 months or whatever, and it really breaks shit down to the point where everybody can tell that you were not that you were really doing shit.
So like the paperwork public knowledge though. So like the thing is, like, even with the indictment, like, so for me, it ain't really, they don't know when I went out there. Right. They don't know what time I went out there, so they don't really know what time I went out there. So even like only thing they did have right before I went out there, I was already making money off of that town before I even stepped out there. I was in LA making money, but just me and getting caught up in the shit that was going on in LA and the gang shit, one of my bros had just got at me like, man, bro, you got to get out the way, bro. Like all this shit down here that's going on, you keep involving yourself in, like you keep putting your life on the line for the shit, bro. Like you gonna be stuck, bro. Like get some money. And then one of my other homies that called in, and he had just like, an older homie that, growing up I had had a lot of profound respect for. He had just like told me a situation that happened. He like, hey, look, bro, he like, you did everything you could do wrong in the streets, as far as like your gangsterism, bro. He like, bro, it's solid, bro. He like, now he like, you got to expand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what you talking about? He like, bro, you got to go get some money. You feel me? And then, shit, I went and got some money and shit. Once I started getting the money, I started seeing the upside of that. You feel me? Like, and that shit just like, was just really like, I was still in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? Because every time I was still in LA, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'll be looking at these rappers, right? Like Dirk, you know what I'm saying? The young boys, like them dudes, you feel me? I be looking at a lot of them, like how they got money and still, you know what I'm saying, wanted to involve themselves or be involved in the street stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was a person that was involved in the street stuff before the money. So when I start getting the money, I was still involved, and you start making, you know what I'm saying, some of the wrong decisions, you know what I'm saying, because you feeling the power of that money. But, you know what I'm saying, like slowly for surely, like once you see how that money coming in, you ain't gonna have enough time to involve yourself in the bullshit. That's when you gotta elevate your game and play a different position. That's why, like, motherfuckers gotta understand when they say it's levels to this shit. Like, if you was, you know what I'm saying, popping your gun at 12, 13, 14, whatever, all through your 20s, like, man, you ain't gonna be doing that shit up in your 30s or at certain ages, man. You gotta play a different position, man. Like, and that's part, you know what I'm saying, of, you know what I'm saying, you elevate, you know what I'm saying?
Because, okay, the picture that some of these documentaries about your past and shit kind of painted, it just sounds like a crazy scenario because you go up to a town, to an area in the Northwest. Are you mostly like servicing, you know, like crackheads and shit, or is it more like college kids, normal people?
College kids.
College kids.
Man, I used to be on Gonzaga campus, but it ain't just college kids. So it's the whole town, like working class people. These Oxycontin pills, regular motherfuckers doing it. This ain't like you selling no crack or crystal meth.
Right.
So like you dealing with motherfuckers that got money. It'd be a motherfucker that probably work here at No Jumper. A motherfucker that's in your position.
For sure,
you know
some oxy heads around here.
You feel me? It'd be a motherfucker in your position because like I was dealing with like with motherfuckers who own shit that was just like, hey man, I need some pills, coming to buy pills and shit like that.
And I'm sure that shit is still big, but like you rewind the clock to like the 2010s and the Oxycontin shit was like all you would hear about when it came to fiends and shit. Now you hear about fentanyl all the time, but
yeah, that fucked the game up.
Oxys, that's all you would hear about. And the prices were crazy. You'd be hearing about like, oh, an 80 milligram Oxy is like $100 and shit like that.
125, shit like that, for sure. Hell yeah, to where they had to like make them to where you couldn't even
chop them up anymore,
smoke them or shoot them up. You feel me? Like so, they turned the OCs into OPs, and then people started messing with the oxycodones, the oxy 30s. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man. The whole town was messing with them. It wasn't like you was messing with no crackheads. I ain't gonna even lie. Probably me seeing somebody that was just like bummed out, smoked out, coming up to me would have turned me off. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So you was dealing like college, working class people, just regular people was coming like to get them off of you for real.
Did it feel, I'm assuming that it's a small percentage of black people in these towns? Like, do you feel like you stand out like kind of a sore thumb and like the cops sort of know what you're getting into just by looking at you?
See, all right, so in Washington, it's definitely a Spokane is probably like the percentage, like it's a lot of black people up there, like blacks and whites, the percentage like even out to where like I think the mixed population is more than the actual black and white population because, you know, blacks and whites up there made a lot.
Okay.
So it's like I was sticking out, but I was sticking out on the basis because of I don't look like the blacks from up there.
Exactly, yeah. They
you feel me? They can
especially
tell, like you got a different swag.
You got a bunch of tattoos and shit too. So it's like, you know, the cops like, think about it. They look at these people every day, all day. They kind of know what they're looking at.
For
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
And I'm coming up there. So, and like by that time I was going up there, like, I wasn't dressing like a game maker, but it's just like I'm coming from a big city. So if you coming from a city like a LA or New York, you got like a different swag. You coming up here shit with red monkey jeans, polo, Evisu, different shit that they really don't have up here. They got to go to Seattle for this shit. So just seeing your swag and how you walk and talk. And like, so when people used to hear me talk, just like, even like just meeting women and all that, like, oh my God, you're not from here, huh? Like, nah, like, yeah, cause you different from the black guys from up here. And I'd be like, oh, all right. So like, yeah, you definitely do, you know what I'm saying, stick out. But it's been dudes in LA probably since like the late 80s up there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But just by way of people overdosing and the epidemic that became of these pills out here, you know what I'm saying? Like it created a big indictment. They got a big indictment, like shit, a big ass 62-man indictment out of us for sure.
And looking back on it, were you totally oblivious to a lot of the different things that the cops were doing to basically track shit that was going on? Because in some of these videos I've seen, they break down all the different things that the cops were doing, where they were, you know, intercepting a package that was being sent through the mail. They would report on it and then still let the package go through, basically just to build like the biggest possible case and shit.
Yeah, so we was oblivious to that.
Yeah.
But certain people was getting caught with money and wasn't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like homies, like, you know, you're not going to know if they check and see a package and let it go through because you got the package. You're going to feel like you passed. Oh, shit, I got it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the first time, like, I remember becoming aware of that is with my bro, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my bro, Tony Sodi. Me and him, I had some business going on, and he had like a little friend of his come out of town. So she come out of town to pick some bread up for us to take back to LA. But while she doing the pickup, you know what I'm saying, she doing a little drop off or whatever. So when she left us, she stole some pills from us. But we had so many pills, we didn't even know she stole the pills from us. She stole like 300, 400 pills from us. We didn't even know it was missing.
Damn.
She going back transporting the money. They search through her luggage. They don't even find the money. The money good put away. They find the pills. Pull her up on the pills.
Yeah.
And then she gets scared, tell them about the money, let them know where the money at. We took that loss. When we took that loss, I'm like, oh, that's kind of ugly. We didn't know about the pills, but just the money. It was like, man, they got that money. I'm like, man, they might kind of own or something. And then, like, one thing about the feds too, like, right before they about to like move in and get you, usually they gonna start peeping their heads. You're gonna start seeing signs. They gonna start popping up. You're gonna see little cars following you. It's gonna be a lot of little weird stuff going on. So I did start experiencing a lot of weird stuff. And then some of my homies was experiencing stuff. And like, man, this just happened. And then, like, I don't even lie, they start capping out. Like, probably like a month before they got us, like 3 weeks before they got us, they start capping out right in our hood on 83rd and Raymond. It was like 2 white boys in an unmarked car to where like, some crazy, like that car was capping out right there a lot to where like some crazy stuff almost happened to where the homies was like, man, hold on, bro, y'all tripping, bro. Like it's some white boys in that car, bro. That's the feds. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it be, they definitely got like little tactics, but like, no, we didn't know nothing about them peeking at the money until we got our discovery and stuff like that. But like I said, I even had a situation with them going through the airport.
Really? One
day I was going back with 80 bands. They stopped me at LAX. I grabbed my stuff off the turnpike walking. They come out of nowhere, TSA. Hey, can we check your luggage? I'm like, check my luggage for what? They like, we just want to check your luggage. So I'm like, nah. So they was like, why we can't check your luggage? I'm like, out of everybody in this airport, man, y'all just coming to me. I'm like, man, it's 1 million people here. So like, are you going to start the race thing? I just said, it's 1 million people here. Why y'all want to check my luggage? So they're like, man, look, we just want to check it. So as I'm going back and forth for TSA, they supervisor walk up. She like, man, how you doing, sir? I'm like, man, all right. How you doing? She like, all right, long day, blah, blah, blah. She like, look, we know you probably had a long day. We got a long day. You know you ain't got nothing in the bag. We know you ain't got nothing in the bag. You mind if we just peep? I'm like, I do mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, y'all not peeping in my bag. But I'm like, look, just let me hit my lawyer and let me ask him if it's okay for y'all to look in there. If he say yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all look in there. She was like, you know what? She like, have a nice day. Once I got out that airport, man, I never caught a flight out there again. I just started driving. I'm like, oh, that was weird. Like, I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I'm going to just start driving after this. I ain't even about to go through that or going through no airports or getting stopped and try to lose no money or nothing like that. Because, shit, on the one with the girl I caught with the pill, shit, I already had lost $50,000 on that. So it's like, I ain't trying to like keep losing no money and trying to make up for this shit. But
would you say you were keeping your criminal behavior like relatively secret, or was it the kind of thing where like people in LA kind of knew that you had shit going on? Because you're talking about losing 50,000. I'm assuming that you were driving around in something nice. You were probably wearing nicer clothes and whatnot. I feel like a lot of times it's hard to kind of keep that sort of secret to yourself.
Yeah, people knew. So I mean, yeah, some people did know. Yeah, I mean, you can't hide driving up. You pulling up in Benzes, you pulling up in Porsches. Everybody you with, you with 5 people. You know what I'm saying? 5. It ain't no normal thing to see no 10, 15 gang members all in luxury cars. You know what I'm saying? Bust down chains, rollies, and all that.
I know you're up to something. Yeah.
So of course, on that basis, but you still don't know what's going on because you're not in this little thing of ours. So if you're not like from the gang or you not gang, and still, even if you is from the gang, even within the gang, you know, it's still certain cliques and sections. So if you're not privy to certain things, you're not privy to it. Yeah, you might know I'm getting some money and you might know I'm in Spokane, but see, my thing is about that indictment too, right? I wish I would have took it to trial and didn't take my time, because my lawyer had told me that it was for sure a big possibility that if I had went to trial and lost, I would have got under the 10-year deal that I took because they didn't have too much relevant conduct on me. Like, and I could have shown in trial that I'm not saying I'm not guilty of selling Oxycontin pills. What I'm telling y'all is that I'm not on this 8-trade gangster indictment that y'all trying to place me on, because I really was out there doing my own thing. Now, when I went out there initially, it was by way of 8-trade gangsters, but that shit was only for like 2 weeks. I instantly, once I seen what was going on, I instantly branched off and did my own thing. It was on the other side of town doing my own shit. So I just felt like I should have just had a separate indictment by myself. Cause I put a motherfucker on an indictment. Well, a lot of motherfuckers I don't even fuck with, don't deal with, just because somebody called my phone and they phone tapped and they asked me for a key or asked me, can I pull up here? And we from A-Trade gang says, oh, I'm on what they own and doing what they doing. So just that word conspiracy and how they tie you into conspiracy and how they able to play the game of conspiracy it's a cold game.
Nah, for sure. Was that on the advice of your lawyer that you took that deal, or did?
No, I took it because this what happened. So really, they had offered me 6 years. I was one of the first people they came to. So after that 6 years, I probably would have been out like in 3. So I didn't even have to take the 10 years. What happened with 10 years was we had a Frank's motion coming up. So the Frank's motion was for the wiretap phone calls. So we had over 1 million phone calls, So we already knew that going through the discovery, breaking stuff down, sharing information between lawyers and with each other, that they had did a lot of things unethical, and the way that they had tapped these phones was illegal.
Right.
They only had an arrest warrant to tap one phone. They had 7 phones tapped. They should have had 7 arrest warrants, separate arrest warrants. You gotta have an arrest warrant for each phone you got tapped. What they did was went to a judge, got an arrest warrant for one phone, and off that one arrest warrant, tapped 7 phones. Off the back, all those phone counts should have been threw out. Now this, when I understood who the fuck the feds was and how they was coming and how they was playing, and that the federal judge is like the closest thing to God on this earth, because you can't do nothing. You can't even file a lawsuit. The only thing that can dispanel them is a panel of their own. Like it don't matter. And I seen that. So we in the courtroom, we go to the Frank's motion. You know, everybody like, man, yeah, we about to get it throughout. Even I think the prosecution kind of think that it was going to get throughout because it was the right thing to do. They start coming to everybody, offering everybody these deals. People turned the deals down. Like, no, we going to this Frank's motion. Y'all got to throw them calls out. We go to the Frank's motion. They get the DA agent on the stand. Lawyers talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Chopping him up, man. Like, you know, penal code this, you know what I'm saying? Quoting they low laws at him. And they like, to sum everything up. They like, so is it right to say that all these phone calls, except for that one phone, was illegally done? And the DA agent said, correct. I should have had an arrest warrant for every phone I had tapped. I only had one arrest warrant. You know, what I did was unethical practice, but it was a lot going on. Ooh, I was just trying to get what I can get at the time, blah, blah, blah. So right there, we expecting the judge to throw it out. You know what the judge said? This was the judge said, fuck me up. The judge said, look, this is my courtroom. He said, I don't care who y'all call. Y'all can call the ACLU. Y'all can call the attorney general. Y'all can call who y'all want to call. This is my courtroom. I'm not throwing nothing out. It's over 1 million phone calls. Y'all can take that up in appeal. When I seen that fucked me up. I'm like, oh, this shit kangaroo court. I instantly called my lawyer over like, hey, look, tell him let me get that 6. I'm out of here. He tell them, they like, all right, look, we gonna get back to y'all in a week. A week later, they came back with the deal. It was 10 years. I'm like, what? They went up. Like, yeah, being that motion didn't go in y'all favor, they went up. So my lawyer, he like, man, fuck all that. He like, man, look, let's go to trial. You gonna get under that 10 years even if you lose trial. And I think you can beat them in trial because you can prove that you're not on this A-Trade gangster indictment. Like, only thing when I'm guilty of these, some of these dudes being my childhood friends and me growing up with these dudes, like even them, I wouldn't even get money with them. Like, these my boys. Like, when I'm out here, I'm on money. You feel me? I see y'all back in LA. You know, we go to LA, Supper Club, Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, have fun. But out here, I'm on money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stay in the house getting money, you know what I'm saying, hit a little bar, back to the house type situation. But when I seen that right there, man, I'm like, oh yeah, the feds, it's a cold game, you know what I'm saying? So they went up to 10 years. My lawyer was ready to go to trial. I told him, no, I copped out to the 10 years. And he was mad. But I was like, in my mind, you know, me being used to the state, me being a state, I had never seen no motherfucking case they offer you this and then go up. Usually it go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So that had kind of like fucked me up mentally. And then I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard of nobody losing trial and getting less time than what they being offered on the deal. That didn't sound right. So I'm thinking he was trying to get me. But like these is two different entities. So you know what I'm saying? Like that was just like another learning experience for me for sure.
Definitely. So you ended up doing how many years as a result?
So I did off the 10, I did 8 years and 6 months. And then I had got out. I was out for like 15 months. So I get out, I go to the halfway house. When I go to the halfway house, I start getting into it. The free staff in there, they was like tripping because like when I came home, like, you know, I'm fresh out just after doing that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, you know, up in there, you know, I came home with probably like 80,000, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, people coming looking out for me. So every day people bringing me clothes, shoes. You know, I'm in there with Jerry and shit. They see a motherfucker here with bust down diamonds and shit. They looking like it started discouraging the staff. So I started getting into it with them. So from there, they put me on a ankle monitor, let me go home. I go home. So I was going in there to drug test. So like 30 days before I got off the ankle monitor, they do some weird shit. I go in there to piss on a Tuesday and go back to piss on a Thursday. So they try to tell me my Tuesday piss was good, but my Thursday piss was dirty. So I'm like, that's false. I'm like, man, I could piss again. Like, I'm 30 days out this motherfucker. Why? I can wait to smoke if I want to smoke. Like, I ain't been smoking nothing. It don't make no sense for me to piss Thursday clean. They only to come here Tuesday to piss dirty. So I'm going back and forth with them. They wasn't trying to hear it. So they told me that they was reprimanding me back to custody. I said, that's out. I snatched the ankle monitor off right there, threw that shit, walked him out of the program, went on the run for like 6 months. They caught me in Vegas. I come back from Vegas gambling, just hit Vegas for like motherfucking 20 bands, come back, get caught on the freeway, traffic stop. They stopped my folks. They got license, registration, they passport, everything on them. It's a traffic stop. The police trying to talk to me. I'm on the passenger side. I'm like, man, you ain't even got no business talking to me. I'm like, that's a federal law. I'm like, it's a traffic stop, right? He like, yeah. I said, man, I don't have to meet my name. Man, tell me that, oh, yeah, that's an old law. He said, that don't stand in Nevada. I said, man, that's a federal law, bro. That's in every state, bro. This is a traffic stop. I don't have to talk to you. This person have license, registration, everything. What's going on? I go back and forth with him on the side of the highway for like a fucking hour. I finally give him my name. The warrant pop up. They arrest me, take me to jail. I go to Pahrump out there in Vegas, stay out there like 30 days. They bring me down here to MDCLA. I go there, beat the case, they try to give me an escape. I beat the escape. Judge asked me what happened. I keep it real with her, give her the whole run that I'm giving you. Like, man, look, I just got off from doing 8 years. They tell me they try to lock me up for a dirty I don't got. So I said, well, yeah, what they expected me to go through this process? No, I cut the ankle monitor off and left. So she was like, she understood. She threw the case out. They wasn't expecting the judge to throw the case out because that could have been 3 years. She threw it out. They supposed to release me, held me 6 months overtime, sent me to a general population yard for 30 days. And then on Valentine's Day, gave me an immediate release out of nowhere.
Damn. So, but would you say that you came out of this determined to have a more law-abiding life, or did it in some way kind of turn you up and make you want to, you know, continue to do stuff? Because I'm sure you learned a lot while you're going through all this, but then also you probably don't want to go back. What's your mentality at that point?
Man, definitely good on jail, you feel me? On everything good on jail, you know what I'm saying? So, like, no, that wasn't my mentality. I wasn't tripping. I was just, you know, yeah, when you be in there going through it, you know what I'm saying? Be all type of, you know, you be going through your emotions, you feel me? Be all type of, you know, thoughts going through your mind. But you feel me? Like, you know, the mind is a free will. Like, in that mind, you feel me? It'd be a dangerous tool at times. So you just got to know, like, what thoughts and what feelings to suppress. So just like shit, like getting out here, shit, like, hell yeah, like, man, I'm not trying to be in that bathroom. Like, for sure. Like, I did that too much. Like, and like I said, I just don't want to get in there because, like, when I'm in jail. Like, I'm going to be a part of the politics. I got to politic. And that should just be dumb, you know what I'm saying? Having to tell other grown men what to do, you know what I'm saying? Having to give people a sense of direction, you know, getting into it over this jail shit that ain't mine and shit like that. You know, ain't nobody got time for that shit. That shit old. That shit played out. Like, I'm trying to get some money, trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, create this foundation, you know what I'm saying? Like, grow for generational wealth, man. Like, shit, I ain't got time to be playing.
When you look at the stuff that you went down for and everything, though, is there part of you, like, is your mind state, that shit is stupid. I can't believe I wasted my time getting into this? Or is your mind stay like, man, if I went back, I could do this shit, use all the knowledge that I have now to not get caught and be able to run it up in a way that you weren't necessarily able to before? Or is your mind stay like, nah, this is just a dead end road?
No, it's a dead end road. I don't ever want to bump my head twice on the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? Knowing it's a costly mistake.
Yeah.
So with that, that's how I feel. But I also feel like this. Do I feel wrong for what I went to jail for? Like, nah. Do I feel like I did anything? Nah, because did nobody die? Did nobody overdose? These was regular grown people. Never forced nothing on nobody. They was calling my phone, calling us to come sell it. The politicians do it. Oxycontin do it. When we went down, Oxycontin, the maker of Oxycontin, gave himself a bonus, like a $200 million bonus. So it's just like, I kind of feel like, you know, on a political level, you know, they write the law, they are the law, they do shit that they feel like we shouldn't do. So it's just like, shit, I feel like I shouldn't went to jail selling some motherfuckers some pills. I mean, shit, the pharmacy do it, well, because they went to school, they're pharmaceutical, like they got the right to do it, shit. They was calling my phone, buying this shit for me. It wasn't like I was selling crack, I was selling crystal meth and motherfuckers was dying. Like, it wasn't none of that. So I do feel indifferent about being in jail for that shit, because they do the same shit. So, you know, I understand this shit on a political level. I'm not even thinking about this shit like on a poverty-stricken level, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel it, like, that's how I feel about that. But I know, like, nah, I ain't no need to be trying to be slick and play with these people, man. Like, hell no. Like, shit, hey, I'm not them. Shit, they gonna try to put me in a jail cell.
Yeah, because for me at this point in my life, it's like, if you came to me with a foolproof plan that seemed like it was just sent down from God, like, hey, you could do this, this, and this, and there's 0% chance you're going to get caught and you can make millions of dollars, I'm still saying no at this point in my life, because the idea of having to go and sit down and even do a couple years is just so not worth it in comparison to any amount of money. Now, obviously, that's me being comfortable enough to be able to make that decision. And at a certain point in my life, when I think about it, when I was like 19 and they told me, like, yeah, I know a dude who you basically will like take a rental car and pack that shit full of e-pills and you drive that shit up to Canada and they're going to give you, you know, 15 grand or 20 grand. And I remember being a young 19-year-old saying, like, shit, I'll do that tomorrow.
No,
like,
sure.
because I needed money, period. I didn't give a fuck.
Sure,
I'm like, I'll do it.
For sure.
When I look at that now and I'm like, Jesus Christ, that is a serious fucking crime right there, crossing a country line like that. Like,
state lines,
man,
sure.
that's a wild thing to do. But, you know, that again, that's being 19 versus being 35. You're capable of making a much more intelligent analysis of the risks and everything at a certain point. But okay, so after that, did you basically keep your nose clean? Because what year is that you're coming home from doing all this time?
Now, so that was 2021 when I got out.
Oh,
I went back down 2022, and then I got back out 2023. So I've been out over 2 years and stuff and all that. Been good, you know what I'm saying, through with my paperwork and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've been out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even went back if that situation wouldn't happen, but it was just like, I knew that that dirty wasn't mine. Like, y'all either swap me out with somebody else dirty or I did some bullshit. And I just like, really like, at that moment and point in time, like, hey, man, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all think y'all about to just take me back to a jail? Like, and I know that ain't me just to sit to do this process. Like, nah, y'all can just come holler at me later. Find me later and we can take care of this later. But right now, that's what we not doing. That's bullshit. Like,
definitely. Where was your mentality at that point, though, in terms of what you felt that you should be doing with your life in 2023 or whatever, once you're finally free of all these situations? Where's your mentality at?
Man, just, you know, just, you know what I'm saying, stay like, first and foremost, you feel me, just, you know, so first and foremost, for me, you know, fatherhood, you feel me, catching up with them kids, you feel me, during that time, catching up with them kids, trying to make sure I fulfill their happiness and stuff like that. And then everything else is secondary, you feel me, just like, you know, being able to provide, you feel me, gotta create a bag. So, you know, shit, doing content, you know, I got a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, popping off content, you know what I'm saying, dropping music, all that. So that's just like, you know, the state of mind I'm in right now, just, you know, like program, you know what I'm saying, just like, you know, gotta get some legal money, you feel me, just know, gotta stay away from the illegal acts and stuff like that. So just like, fathering it and just, creating a bag, whether it's looking into crypto or whatever. I'm just like, I'll be all over the place. I'll be looking at all type of different ways, like to get money, or to invest in something, you feel me? And just like, just got the mentality, like, need that money to be being made while I'm asleep. So just like, that's where the mentality at right now, man. Just creating a bag.
Where the YouTuber hustle come from? Like who put you onto that, or is that just from you observing other channels and stuff?
Happened by accident. Really? So basically I made the channel, right? My nephew had made the channel for me. My nephew had made that channel for my music. So I think I had just dropped one music video on there, and then after that I had answered back to Brick Baby on there. Then after I answered back to Brick Baby on there, like a lot of people have been telling me, just like by way of Instagram, just me like dropping little gems and shit, like, man, bro, why you don't bro, you like a motivational speaker, bro, like, or why you don't, drop content and do this and that? But like, I never thought about content. Like before me doing content, I had really never been on YouTube like that, unless I was like watching a video or something. Like I swear to God, I didn't know YouTube had all that shit going on, or like unless I was looking up something like if you ain't got no information on something, you can hit YouTube or how you make this or how you put this together. Like I didn't really know it was podcast channels and all this shit was going on. So like somebody had got at me and was like, hey man, Brick Baby was on No Jumper with Big Deal, and he don't know what he talking about. He talking about that, that they talking about people they wouldn't sit down with and this and that, and he brought your name up talking about, I wouldn't have sat down with Ant because he got another name that's derogatory and this and that. And I'm like, what? So when they sent me the clip, I'm looking, I'm like, all right. So then I responded to it on my Instagram. And at that time, I think I probably had like 21 subscribers, and I wasn't even on YouTube. I wasn't messing with the channel. It was for my music.
Wait, so do you had a nickname that was disrespectful to the neighborhoods?
No, I don't. So
what Brick thought you did?
Yeah. So
okay.
he like, so my baby brother, that's under him. He pushed a derogatory, like disrespectful name towards the neighborhoods. So you just hear Ant. You know what I'm saying? And he automatically was like, oh yeah, that's Ant other name. Like people hear me just like be like, oh yeah, that's Ant other name. Like people will be calling me his name, like, oh yeah, he big NBA. And I'll be like, what? Like, bro, I'm not big NBA, bro. I'm young Ant, bro. Like, but people just automatically, oh, Ant, you the big NBA, huh? And I'm like, bro, I'm young Ant, bro. But that's how I know you don't know. You don't know me or haven't been around. So I was just answering back to that. And at that time, I didn't understand YouTube. So me having 21 subscribers, I thought with me having 21 subscribers that only 21 people don't view this shit. So when I answered back to him, that shit had did like 3,000 or 4,000 views. And I'm like, how this shit do this many views? So that's when I started acquiring action, and people was like, oh yeah, bro, you can have one subscriber and do this many views. So that's what really made me start looking into it. And so at that time, I was getting ready to gear up to drop some music. And I'm like, man, how can I build this channel and bring more subscribers from this channel? And it was just shit talking and doing content. So the content, that shit just happened by accident. And I just kept going with it. Like, just fuck it, just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept doing it.
No, it's dope. It's good to hear. But okay, you tell me, because I always hear that this is one of the biggest, gang rivalries in LA and shit, is the 8 trays in the neighborhoods. But I also don't feel like any of the neighborhoods that I've spent time around, I never really hear them mention the beef between the 8 trays and neighborhoods. Like, would you describe it as something that's kind of low key at this point in time, or is that still some heated shit that doesn't really get brought up as much?
It ain't the neighborhoods, because see, I feel like only at certain times people be trying the neighborhoods and put themselves under one guys, like, oh yeah, this neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, 40s to the, you know what I'm saying, to the 90s, you know what I'm saying, and rolling 30s to the 100s. But all these are all individual sets.
Right.
Like, do we beef as neighborhood as a whole, like 8 Tray gangsters? Like, as us being 8 Tray gangsters and us beefing with the 60s and the 90s, that opens up the door for us to push, basically, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood blank or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And when you go to jail, yeah, of course, they are allies, they all under one umbrella. So yeah, in that case, yeah, you beef with all of them. But on the streets, man, on the streets, we was having problem with the 60s, we was having problem with the 90s, and a problem with the 100s. We didn't beef with the neighborhoods as a whole, but I mean, like, yeah, if you run in probably to somebody, it'll probably be what it is. But like, man, at this point, man, I just feel like the whole aspect of what they trying to do and what they doing with this game banging shit, that shit is like, that shit dupe. Like, that shit weird. Like, they need to let that shit go. Like, if you want to game bang right. Like, shit, help build your community. You know what I'm saying? Get a business over there. Get some money. You know what I'm saying? Help bring some positivity to your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gay for you to be out here still on the same shit that's been going on for over 50 or 60 years. You got to make a transition, you know what I'm saying? Because when you go to jail anyway, you going to go in there busting a spread and working out with a motherfucker and talking about what girls you know and, oh, yeah, I know your homie this and that. So when they lock you up, when the police come get you and lock you up, you want to wait to get in here and be buddy-buddy when your ass can be on the streets buddy-buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, like, I mean... Yeah, so them really like the only neighborhoods we really beef with. It ain't really like no whole thing. Now, I really think you probably can say that like for the Hoovers, because like the Hoovers, they got Farouz all the way to the 100. So like they next to the 40s, you know what I'm saying? They not really next to the 60s, but they got probably like a Hoover set, probably like close to all the neighborhoods, probably except for the 60s. But so for them, it probably would be like a thing like that. But like for us, it's just like our immediates, like, you know what I'm saying? And even with us in the 6-0s, that shit ain't really been nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had the little peace talk and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying? We talked, sat down, had lunch with a few of them dudes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But nothing really transpired. Like, I feel like stuff is still really the same. I feel like when people hear the word peace, or when people hear, you know what I'm saying, when people see people trying to like progress on something positive, that's when people start trying to get negative and start spray painting on walls and start trying to, you know what I'm saying, pop little shots and stuff like that. But other than that, it seems like when nobody talking about it, or that ain't the focal point, everything really be cool.
Right. Do you feel like the whole podcasting and content creation stuff, does that contribute to more, friendships or more peace in the city? Or do you think that it makes it worse? Because I think we see both. It's kind of hard to tell.
With everything, it's pros and cons. I think it's kind of like a wobbler. It's going to bring those together who need to be brought together and that's like-minded and on the same thing. And then, the poison, right? They're going to do their poison, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's the problem, is you got a bunch of dudes who are in their 30s and they're doing podcasts, and there's a reason for people to be able to sit down and do content. Meanwhile, if you're 18 or 19, you're probably not a podcaster yet. You're probably making music where you're kind of being disrespectful and shit like that. It's like, you could have all the 35-year-olds in the world that get along and would rather be pushing peace, and typically it's the younger dudes that are kind of inflaming shit. And those are the dudes you always hear like, nah, like they can push peace. They can push peace. We ain't on that.
Yeah, and it ain't, and I ain't gonna even just blame them. And it ain't just the young dudes, because you got some dudes,
right,
35 and older, that's still poison. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes that ain't gonna do nothing, but they preach the poison to the younger ones. Oh yeah, F them. Oh yeah, man. Oh man, F or what's the name talking about? You hear them talking about that and they on that. So you definitely, like, it's all type of people. It's all type of people. And I just feel like, even though, you know what I'm saying, you have age brackets, you know what I'm saying, it's poison in every age bracket. So you got older dudes who ain't with it either. You feel me? Just like you got young dudes who ain't with it. But it ain't nothing really going on. Like I said, as far as the body count, like, and as far as like how things used to be, all that shit is down low. Like, for real, dudes, I just feel dudes just try to keep up an image, you know what I'm saying, for the internet and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because they know people want controversy and people want negativity. Like, shit, I ain't got time for that, because, like, shit, they ain't gonna come do your time when it's time for you to go down. So
yeah,
it's just like, I think a lot of dudes really want to get some money. Either they don't know how to get no money, you know what I'm saying, so they being negative, or, you know what I'm saying, they just, you know what I'm saying, following, you know what I'm saying, who got some money, or who, you know what I'm saying, got something popping, you know what I'm saying? That's just like how it be.
It's crazy too, because now we live in a world where, I seen more of B Brazy and Treyway and J Hood and all these dudes who are locked up. I seen more of their content than half the dudes on the street. And obviously, like, when you're behind bars and you're dealing with all this shit day to day, it's like, they have a different perspective, you know, a more adversarial perspective. A lot of times they don't really got anything guiding them in the direction of peace. Cause like for somebody like you know, if you're thinking about saying something disrespectful in a video or whatever, not to say you would do that, it feels like your brain is going to go to, well, shit, I got a good life out here and I got a reason to want to stay free and to not inflame this shit. But meanwhile, you're somebody who's doing life. Some of these guys doing life. What the fuck reason do they have to not inflame tensions when this is their day to day? Every day they got to wake up and just be in the face of somebody that they don't get along with, et cetera. It's like, it's kind of crazy that all these dudes who are locked up have such a big influence on what people are talking about these days.
No, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Social media, you know, it made that famous for them to do. But like, yeah, you're right. So just like being in that environment, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's even dangerous what they doing because, like, you know what I'm saying, even being on that yard, you know what I'm saying, even being on that yard and politicking and saying stuff and bringing certain stuff up, man, you don't know who gonna be mad one day or who gonna come out they cell and be like, oh, yeah, he said this about Woody or he spoke on that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you know, it's even dangerous, you know what I'm saying, what they doing, you know what I'm saying, because it can get ugly in there, too. It definitely can get ugly up in there, too, you know what I'm saying? You definitely can get put in a situation, you know what I'm saying, or everything though. But I even feel like for them, like even if I was in jail, like it's just like man, like you gotta be trying to get up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be trying to get up out of there, like and you gotta focus on some type of positivity. Like even in jail, like people don't bother me. Like I don't be having no problems. Like just when it's time to get to it or something going on, you know, I'm gonna assert myself. But be in jail, like I ain't gonna lie, shit, man, shit. It'd be peaceful, like shit. I'll be cool. Like only time, like it's just when the politics, when I assert myself in the politics, there's something going on. Like I don't have problems. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I know how to keep it respectful. I know how I go, and I just expect people to follow them. You know what I'm saying? Them same rules and regulations. And it's just like, you know, if you get disrespectful, we gonna meet disrespect with disrespect. But other than that, like even in jail, like man, you just, you know, you still got to be positive up in there too, man. Because shit. Get your ass killed up in there.
It's just wild though, because a lot of these dudes, they realize that like people ain't really going to pay attention to their Instagram live stream or whatever unless they are willing to talk about, you know, who they got issues with or who's a bitch and who ain't a bitch and all this type of shit. You know, all of a sudden that's like, you know, it's like I don't see the hour-long live stream that this dude did, but I do see the 20 seconds where he disrespected somebody that a bunch of people make videos about, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Controversy. That's that YouTube space. They want that controversy. Like, long as it's controversy, you said controversy sells. So that's definitely what they want.
Definitely. Okay. So I'm just to take a detour here. I'm somebody who, when I was 12, I read Monster Cody's book. As a very, very white kid in New Hampshire. That was like, that's what I knew about Crippen, was what was in that fucking book. So, and I heard the passion that came, how you didn't appreciate some stuff that he had said about him in the past and everything like that. Like growing up where you're from, was that just like the number one name, the loudest presence and everything? Like talk about his influence.
No, for sure. Like, you know, it's like you gotta, man, that man influence was cultural. Like that man started Crips and Bloods on the East Coast. You feel me? Like, so just like he definitely had that impact. Like even before I met him, like he definitely was early on impactful for me. Like reading that book in juvenile hall, I ain't gonna lie, like that book for me was like a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I went to jail, I had to have that book. I read that book, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, actually getting to meet him and having a relationship with him, you feel me, on everything. And so just like, you know, getting the stamp of his approval and everything, like, you know, that was definitely like, you know, like everything, you know, honorable, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you know what I'm saying, when I was in that space, for sure. So hell yeah, I wasn't feeling what Wack was saying.
Right, because for people who haven't seen it, Wack, kind of like his way of, you know, denigrating Monster Cody's life story is basically to say like, oh, he used to smoke crack. Which is like, you know, if you lived through the 80s and 90s, I take it that I'm cool. But that's not that controversial. Like a lot of people were smoking crack back then. It's not like smoking crack now where you know exactly what this does to you and how bad it can ruin your life. Back then, you know, you hear stories all the time about from all cities all over America, that, you know, all kinds of people who were powerful and, you know, people's moms smoking crack that had absolutely no idea what it was going to do to them and shit like that. So what's your perspective on Wack kind of taking that perspective? And were people mad at you even being involved in that conversation? Because the whole tone of it was a little disrespectful, I guess.
No, I mean, shit, what could you say? Like, I know Monster. A lot of people don't know Monster. And I mean, you know, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, to the G homie. But, I mean, shit, like, what could you say? You can't say nothing to me about speaking about his name. Like, you feel me? Like, it's a dude I had a relationship with and actually talked to. Like, I can speak, you know what I'm saying, on his name. So, with that being said, like, for me, Wack basically was like, you know, was like, you know, basically, you know, I apologize. Like if I did say something wrong because the stuff I was pointing out to him that I said he said he didn't say. I'm like, you did say this and you said this. So basically, the Wack point of view was, and what he thought he had said was that when Wallow and Gilly asked him who would he pick out of Monster Cody
or Big U.
And Big U, he said Big U, and he said Big U because of Big U, you know, he evolved, you know, Big U had the gangsterism, then evolved and stuff like that. And like I told him, I'm like, bro, the problem wasn't about you picking Big U. I'll never be mad at you about you, I like Big U over Monster Cody. Your pick is your pick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. My thing was about you trying to downgrade him about him smoking crack. Like, bro, like him smoking crack don't take away for everything that he earned, you know what I'm saying, that was righteous to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that from him. He did that. And what you got to think, with him doing all this stuff that's alleged, you know what I'm saying, that probably was his road to smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? Trying to harvest them demons. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was just like kind of pointing out to him. And he was just like, no, you know, I was just saying that Big U transitioned, you know, Monster didn't make the transition, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, all right, you feel me? You know, you said this, but, you know, we can conclude it there. You know, I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people smoke crack. I'm pretty sure you got G homies and older homies, aunties, or somebody that done did some crack when it hit in the 80s. Shit,
or, I mean, that's like me saying, like, yo, you know, Aunt Hefe, I'm fucking with Aunt Hefe. He's a cool dude. Oh, man, he ain't nothing but an oxy salesman, you know? Or, like, they can say about me, oh, he used to be a cokehead. He used to be fucking snorting all kinds of shit, doing every drug under the book. Yeah, all right.
Hey,
I don't like write off everything else that a person did with their life, you know?
For sure. No, for sure. No, but no, it was a good conversation. But besides Wack funny, you know what I'm saying? I like Wack though. Besides him, you know what I'm saying? Keep on trying to talk over a motherfucker and all that. It was a cool little conversation, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool conversation. But I was just wanting to tell him that, like, them two names don't even really, like, as far as like gangsterism in the streets, they don't compare. Because, like, in the streets, like, what people got to understand, y'all know what Monster Cody was known for. Y'all don't got to speak on what he was known for. Big U wasn't known for that. Big U was originally known as being a jacker, and then, you know what I'm saying, a jacker that knew how to fight, that was knocking people out. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't what Monster Cody wasn't a jacker. So it was just like, just certain names, you know, I just feel like you shouldn't even be bringing up in comparison and try to compare them alongside each other. And you can even see in the interview that Big U was kind of like, when he was like, man, Big U, like, you just see his face like, man, come on, why are you going here and doing it?
Because he
didn't even comment. He was like, kind of like, man, come on. So you just say, it even shows the respect. You know what I'm saying? No, it's all good though. It's all good. People gonna have their perspectives and their opinions. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, I gotta reread that book because it's been so goddamn long. I'll probably read it with very different eyes these days.
For sure. Everything. Because I know, I used to know that book front to back. Somebody was talking about that book with me the other day, and they had said something about it, and I'm like, man, I don't remember that in there. I used to know that book front to back, so it kind of made me want to go back through there and read it again too.
Definitely. Okay. In terms of, like, this is just a random question I wanted to ask you, but when you look at somebody like Crip Mac, who obviously soared to the heights of popularity on these YouTube streets and everything like that, is probably one of the most famous people that ever emerged from, like, LA's street YouTuber culture or whatever. What would be your suggestion to somebody like him when he gets out? Because obviously he seems like he's really actually tried to change his life, which is a little bit different than 4Extras, who seems like he's like willingly running into situations where he's going to get locked up. But with Crip Mac, you know, we've seen him move out of town and really try to, like, you know, live a more quiet existence and stuff before he got picked up again. But, you know, what's your perspective on Crip Mac? You think he got a chance of keeping his nose clean when he comes back out?
If he want to keep his nose clean, for sure, I think he just got to, well, not let me say theatrics, because I don't even know that man to say he's theatrical. But I mean, it's just like, you know, if you want to be low key, you know what I'm saying, you can't have the extras. And Crip Mac got the extras.
Right.
You can't be low key with the extras. It's like, you know, you can move out the hood, but just because you move out the hood don't mean that the hood is not still in you. So I mean, like, if he really, you know, passionate about changing, you know what I'm saying, like, shit, he can make it happen. It's up to him, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's on him.
I mean, the crazy thing about it is, like, you know, a lot of people have the opportunity to change their life. He's just like the most obvious example of a person who's going to have a hard time doing that because he's got the craziest shit you ever seen tattooed on his forehead for the whole world to read.
Sure.
Even though it might be partially covered up by an afro at this point, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I said he just, matter of fact, and it's funny, he on the yard that I
the same exact one, really.
Mendota. I seen he was in a picture with my partner, my older partner from East Coast, Deuce.
Yeah.
They took a picture together. I'm like, oh yeah, he on the same yard that I was just on, everything. Yeah. So we got him up there at Mendota though. But I mean, shit, man. If he know the right thing, but it's just like, you know, is the internet. I mean, you know, I think the internet is addictive for some people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say him per se, but you know that the internet is addictive, and he had like a lot of fans, and he was really going viral. So it's just like, you know, it's getting out. Like, shit, do I still got a bag? Do I got some money? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to make some money? It's getting out, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, what did he do with the money he had? Did he make some good investments? Do he still got some money? You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't, then he gonna get back out here with the extras. I gotta bring C-Mac 55th Street back.
It is weird though, because all right, number one, he's not going to be allowed to talk about gang shit in the same way that he used to. I guess that's part of his probation.
I heard he just can't say 5'5" or something.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to me. It's like, so you could say you're a Crip, but you can't get specific enough to say you're from a certain street. That kind of seems unlikely to me. Like, cause that's what Lupe was telling me. It's like, oh, he's still going to be able to like say he's a Crip and all this stuff. He's just not going to be able to say 55th Street. I'm like, I don't know about that. That doesn't seem likely.
That was like his caption, 55th Street.
Yeah. It's very hard to imagine him living his life without saying that every once in a while.
Yeah. So that's it. They probably just feeling like that's going to take the air up out of me, but you better just figure out some, so you better be covered up with some new terms and slangs to say.
Because I mean, that shit just pours out of him. Like, I don't know the extent to which he's going to be able to control that.
Yeah. He gonna have to definitely find some new terms.
But I do think at the end of the day, like, the weird thing about it with him is that he's so well known that he really don't got to talk about the Hoovers. You know, that's like his fan base is big enough that he's got a lot of fans who don't know shit about that. They don't know what the fuck that is. They don't need to necessarily hear about that. Like, I feel like the fans, if he comes out and shows growth, that's going to be the number one thing that makes people actually like really fuck with him long term, is if they feel like he's somebody who's actually changing and becoming a better person, you know?
You talked to him since he been down?
Like a few months back, but it hasn't been a lot. Yeah.
What you think? You think he got it in him to transform and show that growth?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually think that, you know, despite his mental health issues and the schizophrenia and all that type of shit, I do think that I've seen the growth in him since I first met him. And honestly, like, if you watch his first ever No Jumper interview and then his most recent one, I mean, he's changed a lot.
Sure.
Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But, you know, and I've seen him just like get on camera and have I noticed he didn't say one word about the Hoovers, nothing at all. And then he immediately like kind of bragged to ODM Slim. He's like, check it out. I didn't say nothing about him at all. And I was like kind of impressed. I'm like, oh, so he went into this knowing that was what he wanted to do, was to not hype that shit up. But then I see a clip of him screaming a bunch of anti-Hoover shit at the Popeyes employee in their area, I guess. And I'm like, and that was like a week or two after that interview. And I'm like, oh shit. And then there was moments where he would hop on a live stream and just say a bunch of crazy ass shit, and we would end up having to go through and try to edit shit out and stuff. But, you know, I really feel like he doesn't want to keep getting locked up. He got a daughter now. I mean, I feel like he got
a baby.
Yeah. She's probably 1.5 now at this point.
See, that's what I'm saying. That, like, I know for me, like, fatherhood, because I know, like, when I was by myself, shit, I was selfish. I was giving like all my participation and everything to the gang. But like I said, like, with fatherhood, I know definitely with being a girl dad, like, that shit, like, different, you feel me? Like, you know, I probably kind of would have still been a little bit rough around the edges if I was a boy dad, but like that, like, you being a girl dad is kind of different for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I embrace fatherhood, like, you know, more, and like, with that, it's just like, you know, you're gonna definitely have to change, because you can't be out here on that and like, and then it's just like, and I just feel like if you really imminent about change, like that shit got to come from within.
How old's your daughter?
My oldest, she's 12.
Okay, just one daughter?
No, I got 2.
Oh, okay.
2 daughters. I got the youngest, she 3.
I mean, there's something that happens when you have a daughter where all of a sudden you start analyzing a lot of shit from your life, even song lyrics. I'll just hear a rapper say some shit and just be like, damn, I don't want to have to explain that lyric to her when she gets older. Or, you know, it's like, it's just a lot of stuff that you kind of start checking yourself and you're like, I want to be the kind of person that teaches my daughter what she needs to know about life.
For sure.
And that in turn means probably warning her about a lot of guys that were thinking the way that I was thinking for the majority of my life.
And that's how I kind of like tell my daughter, and I keep it raw with my daughter. You know, it's best way possible, you know what I'm saying, without being too edgy, you feel me, like just about life and like dealing with people. Don't even be thinking about no boys. You got like a whole life ahead of you. Be his kid for as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? Just be thinking career wise, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to ask nobody for nothing, you feel me? So that's why I just like try to keep her busy, just from what karate to, you know what I'm saying, basketball to different shit. Like you ain't gonna even have time to just even be thinking about certain shit. Like do this, like, you know what I'm saying? By the time you get finished with school and karate and basketball and whatever else you want to do, whether it's jury team or gymnastics, you're going to be tired of just wanting to shower and sleep.
What's the craziest thing that your 12-year-old ever said to you based on like something she heard about you or saw on YouTube or anything like that? What's the most awkward thing that you ever had to confront?
Man, she ain't ever came to me. I ain't had to confront nothing. Really, the YouTube stuff, she'd be happy, like, cause see, a lot of her friends don't be knowing I'm her dad, or it had just been like, I remember like probably like a few months back, she was at one of her friends' house, you know what I'm saying, and her friend is Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, and her little brother was, you know what I'm saying, banging one of my songs. And she was like, oh, Dad, man, my friend Wooty Woo, her brother, you know what I'm saying, he's this age and he was listening to your song, you know what I'm saying, Imaginary Smoke. Woo. And I was just like, dang, oh, that's my dad. So it'd be a lot of little situations like that. It ain't ever been a situation that I had to confront to where she felt uncomfortable or it was something uncomfortable that I had to explain.
Yeah, that's good.
Cause I tell her, cause like too, she really don't, as far as YouTube, when she do be on YouTube, I don't even think she watches me like that. You know what I'm saying? She be like on her kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? The stuff she's supposed to be watching it. Really, she's more like a TikTok kid. So she be on TikTok more than anything. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole world of shit that a young girl could be paying attention to on YouTube. You know, like all these weird celebrities that we never heard of and little kids doing vlogging and all that kind of shit. That's a good thing if she's not immediately gravitated towards that. But that's why you got to protect the algorithm. So like even sometimes there'll be channels like, you know, that make videos about me all the time and I'll just click the thing, do not recommend. I'm cleansing that timeline for the future. So
for
that,
sure.
You know, I don't really want to see it either, but it's like, even especially for her, it's like, because she'll sometimes point at the TV and say like, Dad, why are you on the screen? And I'll be looking at it and it's a video talking shit about me. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little video about me. I don't know.
For sure. Yeah. Nah, yeah, for sure. That's funny. Up and I'll be on the screen. She'd be like, Dad. And I'll be looking like, she'd be like, that's you. And I'll be like, yeah, that's me right there.
Yeah.
Good thing, you know what I'm saying? You don't know the basis of the video, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't be getting too crazy anyway. So just like, you know, I'll be reacting to stuff. So like, I don't think I hopped out there and said nothing, prerogative or that just something to come back just like uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because even with that too, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just not gonna hop out there like that as a person, you feel me? Just like, you know, me reacting to nothing, you know, that ain't nothing that my children should feel uncomfortable or not uncomfortable about, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Okay, I got a couple more questions. A lot has been said about Jin Lee, the big ass white boy for Texas who is a rolling 60 from out there. And, you know, recently got into this crazy fight in the mall and everything. And we keep ending up having the conversation about, is it acceptable in any way for a white dude to be out here using the N-word? Even, you know, we had Conrad on here and he was saying that it don't really bother him because he is from a black gang. So he feels like if you're from a black gang, then it's basically like up to you. Like he's not going to hold it against a white dude for saying it.
Yeah, if you from a black gang, like, yeah, I kind of view it like that as well. Like if you from a black gang, I really don't see no problem with it, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna even lie. I kind of like, I fell out of step in the basis of what that word, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really too passionate about that word, you know, and who using it. If you using it to be derogatory, a motherfucker gonna get on your ass.
Right.
But, you know, you in jail with a million Mexicans and they use it all day. So it's just like, you know, if you ain't gonna say none of them and check them about it, how you gonna, because I feel like, you know, the whites, they impressed us and all this and that shit. Like, I'm not about to even get into all that. Like, yeah, if you from a black gang, shit, you basically saying shit, you rock with the blacks. You know, you got the ideology of this, who you want to push with, this who you rep with. I don't see no problem with them shit using it. Nah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like different if you was just like, if you like, you know, man, Wood Power, you know what I'm saying, Maniac, like if you was like a Wood, or you was, you know what I'm saying, just like something that, you know, push hate towards this group, and you just like, yeah, wooty woo woo, you just using it, but like, shit, he a crip.
Because I interviewed a dude named Snow Rock from San Diego, who's like a white Rolling 40s member, and he was describing it as being very problematic as soon as he got to prison, where like the white gangs over there, oh man, they do not appreciate a white dude being part of a black gang. And they were, you know, he got stabbed in the neck while he was just sitting there watching a basketball game, I think he said, and shit like that. And I was just realizing right there, like, damn, that's a tough.
The only yard that happened on, like, this what I will say now. The white boys, they will make it a problem before the Southerners or the Mexicans will make it a problem. Like the Mexicans, they really don't be tripping. They ain't gonna really make it a problem because they be having blacks from their gangs and stuff like that. But being that I don't think I ever seen a black dude running with the whites. Like the whites,
like, funny idea.
I'm trying to think if I heard of it, because I want to say I heard of some shit like that before, but I don't want to say, but I haven't seen it.
Because most whites don't even have a gang until they get locked up, right?
The prison is
so
shit.
It's like, how will that even happen?
So with that being said, right, I've been on the yard with white Crips, white homies, and nothing happened. The only yards I be hearing about that shit happen on, like, I feel like that shit be happening on yards that if the whites are more of a presence than the blacks, you feel me? Or if they like feel like the blacks not really on nothing and you just got like a white Crip and they feel the need to press the line. But like, when I was at Pelican Bay, it was a white Crip up there, like, and it was rocking back and forth. It's like, it was like 3 or 4, like, for like 3 years, it was like one riot happened, and that shit turned into like 5 different riots with the whites and blacks. But like, that shit, that just really be like, that's like a pick and choose situation depending on what yard you own and what's going on.
Right. Because the funny thing with Jen Lee is just that his attitude, and I guess I gotta respect it, is that his attitude is, I'm saying it, and if you got a problem with it, then we gonna fight. Which is, you know, and we've seen it. He's got a bunch of scraps ever since the shit happened. So I kind of got to give him respect for being willing to stand on it, even though myself, I'm personally not interested in saying it.
No, for sure. God, we could get real political about a lot of shit. Like, if they want to just like trip about that word, like, so like, just like with certain shit, like if we want to be politically correct, it's a lot of shit that's not politically correct out here. Like, we could start from a lot of places, but like, yeah, people, anybody that got a problem with that, man, you just like, I don't know, like you bound to like, I'm just misery likes company. Like, you looking for some type of miserable moment or something because like, he's a Crip. He run with the blacks. Like, that's how blacks talk. That's who he's around. You know what I'm saying? It's going to rub off on him. Like, why would you have a problem? Like, my alliance is to y'all. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but you definitely got to respect. He's squabbling behind it, though. But, like, no, if I seen him, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, shit. I'm going to treat him like a homie. That's one thing about me. Like, I'm not a racial person. Like, only way I can get racial is a person being racial to me. Like, other than that, like me, just like, oh yeah, just hating, oh yeah, I don't like whites, or I don't like this person. Like, nah, hell nah, cause like I understand history. I understand like the same shit that's going on right now. It was said to happen one point in time. It was a flip time when it was different and shit like that. So I just like, I view things differently, like shit in life. So I don't be trying to be like, get too personal about a lot of shit. You feel me?
Did you spend more time with white people when you were serving up in the Northwest than you ever had previously in your life?
Yeah, but I got a white auntie though. I got a white auntie. You got biracial cousins. My auntie Nora, she white though. But that was the most I've been around, like a big population of whites though. But like, shit. Yeah, that was the most time I've been around a big population.
You pick up any white habits while you're up there? You start drinking coffee or anything?
That's a white habit.
Well, I looked it up yesterday that like statistically white people drink way more coffee than black people, which I always assumed that, but I never looked it up till yesterday.
No, shit. No, for sure.
Start going to Bed Bath and Beyond and shit.
No, definitely a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Okay, nice.
For sure.
I don't know if that's a white thing. Seems like it. Yeah. Skin?
Yeah, snowboarding. That's what
for real?
Hell yeah, I was hitting them slopes.
I bet you were.
Hey, no. I only like smoking weed. See, I don't fuck with, look, weed, only thing I like outside of weed that I ain't did it in a long time that I like is mushrooms. But like weed and shrooms I fuck with. But anything else, I'll be like scared of drugs and shit like that. I drink here and there, shit. I turn up drink here and there. But
my boy gifted me this bag of gummies that are like mushrooms and MDMA in the same candy. And that's a good time right there.
Damn.
You put those two together because it's like the mushrooms have you like feeling a little trippy, a little weird, but then the MDMA just makes you feel good as fuck, and it's like it's a little too much fun. Yeah,
no, for sure. No, I like the shrooms though, for sure. The shrooms and the weed and shit. But like, skiing though, I like skiing too. I learned how to ski in a few days though. I like that shit too. I ain't gonna lie. That's something I liked it better than snowboard. Snowboard, the motherfucker kept on like falling. It was like really hard for me to like capture my balance and shit. But the skiing, I got right with that shit like quick and was hitting slow. So I'm like, oh yeah, this shit fun, right?
Yeah. I only been snowboarding once in my life a couple of years ago, and it was super hard. Like it was really fun, but it was really hard too. And they told me that skiing is like way easier and way more fun if you're not experienced.
I was skiing like a pro in 2 days for sure. Like that, like I started to go to Idaho Lake, get out there on the lake. I'm scared to fucking surf, but I was on the fucking boat, the jet skis and shit. But I wasn't trying to do no surfing shit though, for sure.
Oh, surfing is fucking hard. Oh my God. That is like, I've done it where it takes so much energy for you to just paddle out to the part where the waves break. And then you got to like wait, have the perfect timing for when you see the wave coming, and then you got to start paddling on the board so you can like basically get on top of the wave at the right point, and then you got to stand up. It takes you so long to even get like an opportunity to try to stand up on the board, and then once you stand up on it, you're tired as fuck from swimming like for so long, and it is like
you gotta be in shape for real,
bro. I got crazy respect. Anyone who's good at that shit is massive respect, because like with a skateboard you could just roll back and forth, try to do an ollie, try to do a kickflip, whatever. To even try to stand up on the board takes so much preparation that it's crazy, bro.
You ever been to the Grey Wolf Lodge?
Yeah, yes. A couple months ago, yeah.
All right, man. So I just went there too, like a couple months ago. It's funny, right? And
it's like an indoor water park for the people at home, yeah.
Man, I did the little ski. You did the ski shit in there.
Oh, I seen that. Or the surfboard, yeah. It's like a
I was trying to stand up on there. Every time that shit would shoot me right up the little thing, but it was fun.
I do want to try that thing.
No, you got to. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna
that's
go
like
back
the
there.
best way that you could get feels like to do that shit.
No, for sure, because they got the water pressure. They got it. You start at the bottom and you get the surfboard. And they gonna start you at the water pressure to where it shoot you up cause should I wait? I'm a solid weight. So for that shit to blast you up at the top like that, I was like, damn, I'm trying to stand on the thing. Next thing you know, I just remember just being on my back, water on my face and being shot to the top. But I kept on, but it was fun. I kept trying to do it though. But no, the Grey Wolf Lodge though, that's a fun park. And that little surfing thing, that's definitely fun.
For sure, yeah. I gotta go back there sometime. That's a wild place right there, the Grey Wolf Lodge. My kid still brings it up all the time because she just was so amused by that place.
Hey, then my daughter, she thought that was my mama house, right?
What?
Yeah. Hey, the youngest, when she be talking about mama, she be like, Granny house, the water park. And I'm like, that wasn't her house.
What the fuck?
She was just with us. You know what I'm saying? At the hotel and shit and all that. She thought that was mom's house. I would be laughing every time she bring up, yeah, my granny house, the water. Well, I'm like, that's not her house. Wow. For sure. She definitely think that's her granny house.
I felt popular as fuck in that place too. All the lifeguards are fucking with me and shit, taking photos of me.
You for sure.
Oh man, I was like, I gotta keep coming back to this place. I feel so accepted here. Yeah.
Hey, for sure. I know they were stopping you in there, but no, that's a fun ass water park though.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yo, so all right, I have more questions I'd like to ask you, but I kind of got dips. But I appreciate you coming through. And my last question or statement that I want to give is I just want to give you my condolences because I saw you talking about how bad ODM Slim did you, and I really just felt for you, man. That shit fucked up. That probably had you thinking twice about, man, maybe these neighborhoods ain't so good after all.
Man, look, the cold part about it, the commentary I did out of fun. I wasn't tripping. Right?
Oh, okay. For the people at home, ODM's told him that he was going to pick him up and take him to Rolling
All right, boom, man. So yeah, man, Offset got himself in a tight predicament, man, with Celina. Celina damn near gave him her whole safe. Well, not her whole safe, but a lot, almost 20 bands, 15K. Offset done confided her, saying some crazy stuff, saying that if he catches Stephon Diggs, he gonna shoot him in the knee, he gonna strip him, he gonna rob him. He called him the new child of parties, a bastard, man. That's crazy, man. But like I said, man, if you like the content, make sure you like, hype, share, hit that notification bell, go over to the Flip Thoughts Reloaded, go sub over there. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers, so we go live for you over there. Make sure you follow me on make sure you follow me on IG, Kick, Twitch, Discord, Rumble, TikTok. Shout out to Waymo, Muhammad, Morardi, Poetic Flacco, No Jumper Clips, and anybody else that I use, man, for their clips, man. Shout out to them, man. We off to the next one, man. Peace.